Now it's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it recording audio for
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah.
Because
Was there a
Where were
problem?
we last?
very last time.
What?
Let me get a little
Like,
recap.
yeah,
No,
I
I
need
only
to
didn't
know
get
what
my
the.
audio, Sam.
Oh.
I got everyone else's.
Well, that
Hold up. In the
includes
meantime,
that you are in everyone.
That's actually where we're at. So
We're in this guy.
that's not okay. He's a child.
nah, this
Okay.
is Chaput. Well,
Oh,
he's still a child in Chaput.
I didn't even
guys.
have my music up for anyone who cares. There we go. Okay.
It's always that
Last
Assassin's Creed.
time, bro, it's atmosphere of the town. Also, this is kind of fitting because this is kind of an Italian city
Yeah, we were
area.
It's been so long.
If that's not the vibe y'all have been getting, it's
like this.
supposed to be like Italian. Wait, one second, let me get there. Yeah. Medieval Italian. Okay. Let's start. Last session, you all were in the after effects of fighting. Nizar, that seems like forever ago. Nizar and the Xanthites and Riley and Ryder had just died. As everyone was basically ready to collapse and just fall asleep. Coda, being right next to the area of reality that had splintered a bit from the planar generator, got, I guess, confronted. There was a strange visit through the porthole by Kavra, and he said some things that were mysterious and then walked off, and Coda managed to see like massive moving and chattering multicolored things. Green, blue, red, and some gray. And then collapse. Waking up, basically, Izik and Dick had choice words for Udenza, and they were able to get through in this vulnerable time for Udenza, and she agreed to, with her little power she had, keep both Ryder and Riley stable. Not stable, reposed, basically, where they would not rot and degrade. The King in Yellow also offered to bring back Ryder and Riley, and of course, the party, aka Dick, refused, and Udenza told off the King in Yellow. It got a bunch of spell scrolls, and I believe also saw a big lash of sending stones that Nizar had on his belt, and I assume those were given to Dick. I forget if that was
Yeah.
actually done.
I don't know if I put them in my inventory because it was a bunch of them. I don't know what to put a bunch of sending stones as.
You can have 5 of them. They all have different colors as well. Let me see if I have the colors. Yeah, there's black, yellow, green, red, and blue. Okay. You all, with the prodding, prodding from Udenza, visited Udenza's sanctum and Kotara, and he was able to, in getting the information from Leliel, his daughter, you all figured out, fill out a teleportation circle to Memorden. He also gave Izik some scrolls, and you all jumped in, with Lord Brecken taking Chaka and Izmi back through the desert, hopefully back to Blumenthal, and Izmi back to Breckenridge. That was his goal. You all, in chaos, come into being in the teleportation room in Memorden. Someone checks you in, and registers you all as Coda 1 through 6. Coda 1 is Coda, Coda 2 is Dick, Coda 4 is Izik, and Coda 6 is LeBaron. Coda 3 and 5 remain for the newly revived Ryder and Riley. And Izik happened to mention that Leliel, part of the Paradoxus sect, or however he phrased it, was waiting for them, or called them. One of the guards gave an odd look and asked Izik where he got the sigils from, and Izik confirmed they were not part of the Paradoxus initiative. Y'all left, actually stayed at an inn overnight because of the nighttime. It was very late, and started to see crowds of Wood Elves come in, and eventual clamor as you reach the temple, and there weren't enough diamonds to go around to revive all of these dead that were coming in. You all revived your friends. Ryder, having talked to Izik a little bit through his ring that Izik had put on, and both of them came to very drained and enervated. And you all left the last parts of the now broken up diamonds that the cleric had broken up and used to someone else who would need them. You went to another inn after asking about another place, the Ram's Lodge, and it was very kind of rustically decorated, furs and hide adornment, mugs of horn, like goat horn, and a very happy barkeep, Lucille, with bright orange hair and similar color of skin. You all rested for a long time there. I think a whole day and a half, as the two newly revived party members recovered, and Izik took a peek around the town while invisible for part of it. I believe Izik saw a blacksmith of the Fremen Smithing Guild with lots of holy paraphernalia in the front, and may have seen a couple weapons in his shop. And did you write anything else down, Noah, that you heard? Because I don't. Mustache. I didn't even see it.
No, I don't. Not that I saw. Besides the elves and shit that are in the city.
Lots of elves, and you also would have seen large forest animals. Maybe not another owlbear, but horses, but more uncommon ones too. And that's kind of where we ended. People were up, and I think you all had decided, or were discussing, the Wood Elf plight and whether or not to help the people, and discussed that. I believe you discussed with some of the Wood Elves what was happening, and they had given some notes of that a large attack had happened in Ven, and that's what y'all were discussing before we left off. So the two newly revived party members still have 2 levels of exhaustion after resting for a good portion of days. And
do I get my HP on long rest when I'm exhausted or no?
yeah,
Okay. Because I have 2 levels of exhaustion but no hit points.
yes, you can long rest and get your HP back. So, yeah, the party's at a choice basically, and the choice is forest, another forest, another day, or move along to another adventure.
We agreed to go into the forest, right?
I believe we did. We decided our
right.
next stop was Van.
Yeah.
I do want
It's
to.
been a while, so in case y'all wanted to discuss, like,
What do we even do after we save the world, you know? Like,
No, literally, like we should
Like-
just retire.
Well, I do
We should
want
go to a beach and start sipping Mai Tais.
I feel like I should bring up. We did that. Like, there was a fourth piece of that puzzle. We thought maybe, unless it's just a triangle. We thought there might be something going on in the Primal Canyon. I get that we stopped them, but
There was another location, but
Maybe there's some loot there. I don't know.
what would we do? Would we just like blow it up or something?
I don't know.
I'm always down to blow shit up.
I don't. We never even confirmed that location too. It would just fit like geometrically. I think we were. We noticed there was a pattern.
in
to these
remembering,
things.
it would have been a hypothesis, a likely hypothesis.
Yeah.
but,
and, you
I'm
know,
not
maybe
saying
we're
we
due
need to
for a
go there.
low-scale adventure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just reminding
Maybe
us that.
we should check like a bounty board or something.
Well, did y'all end up killing all the people, or did they escape?
Yeah,
We didn't kill
see,
everyone.
That's what I.
Should've.
Yeah.
I believe all
You
of
could
them.
always kill
I
more
mean,
people.
the ones that you fought, you all made sure all of them were murdered.
The weird cult people all died, but the
Kavra's out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
That's our
want to get my.
nemesis.
he also wanted them dead though, from what I remember.
Yeah, but I was just saying that they
Probably
shouldn't
still not.
be like
It was the monk.
activating that third machine if they're all dead.
I think the monk wasn't smart enough to be able to
That's kind of mean.
continue this mission.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying we need to go deal with that right now. I'm just saying let's not like go. Okay,
Write it
we
off.
finished that. We like that is
Yeah.
totally dealt with. There's still something out there about trying to merge realities. It's still happening.
Plus, we still need to get our get back with Kavra. I agree.
But also, I feel like it'd be pretty irresponsible of us to ignore this like major humanitarian crisis over in Ven.
Well,
Agreed.
I died when we did the last one, so I'm hesitant to go do something similar.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Quick,
Hey.
like humanitarian effort. You know, we just help out the local people.
Sure, Elena would be happy if I did that.
You feel a comforting nudge, Ryder.
Oh.
All right. Well, I guess.
Hearing a little bell toll at the door, because the door had a bell, always, of course. Three figures, one very short, come into the door. They are all wood elves. One of them looks to be very childlike. And the youngest, who is maybe almost looks like 13 years old in human years, has like a little bit of a pointed head and has a patchy, loose brown dress, and has plant fibers woven in with a pair of homemade-looking wicker tear-shaped earrings. She has a a ghoulish bob, chopped that looks hand cut, about chin length with straight auburn hair. She looks around for a second, she sees Izzik, and she runs over and just like grabs your legs and just says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you."
Oh.
Behind her is a maybe like a motherly age, another wood elf. Seems incredibly tired, eyes totally sunken, dressed in some leathers, and with a wiry bulk to her frame. She has a longbow on her back with a quiver, and her form, even though she's trying to keep standing straight, her back arches a little bit. There's also another wood elf. He is a little younger than her, but he's actually sitting down on a weird. I wanted to look this up. Make sure it doesn't say if it's invisible or not. Okay, no, it doesn't say it is, so it won't be. He's sitting on a strange, mildly glowing silver platform, and he has a little stick, and he like pushes himself along the ground as it like wobbles a little bit and floats. He has a very like pointed head. You see where this girl may have gotten it, and his nose is bent over to the left. And this girl is just holding on to you, Isaac, and looks up at the rest of the group and just says, thank you, y'all too. Oh my gosh, thank you. My mom is back. And the woman and the man approach a bit more slowly. The woman says, I'm sorry. Daricha, please. Give them some space. And begrudgingly, the little girl, like, lets go of you, Isaac.
I'll like hug back.
Oh, and thank you. My daughter wanted to say, and I, of course, wanted to say thank you. You happen to be the generous souls that provided the diamonds needed for my resurrection.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
Surprised they tell you that sort of stuff. Yeah, no problem.
I mean, they probably saw us.
We were insistent on thanking you. This, and she pulls out a small pouch. Or actually, the man like reaches at her belt, and because he's sitting down, he's kind of at her waist height. He pulls a pouch off of her belt and says, "We wanted to say thank you. Truly, sincerely, this is everything we have, and you deserve it. Please
What?
take it."
No.
What if we would have sold the diamonds if that's what we were going for?
We can ask for a trade in information, though.
Yeah, you can tell us what's going on around here.
Sure. Please, ma'am, sit down. You need to sit.
We've got plenty of chairs.
Blinking her eyes, the woman, who's fairly pretty, pulls out a chair and sits hesitantly. This man, his legs are like hanging over the edge of this weird platform he's sitting on, and they look to be very atrophied. And he pulls his little stick up onto his lap, and he says, "Hello, my name is Jiechi, and this is my family. As you may have seen, there are a lot of us who have come in over the past few days. I don't know if you've heard yet, but there has been a great attack.
Are you all?
Lot of us.
Are you
Oh,
all
what?
coming out of Ven?
Yes, that's the base of the confrontation."
Sorry, please continue. I was just curious if it was just one place or not.
Well, Ven is basically the only city in the Great Oak Wilds.
Hmm.
We have called that home for many, many centuries. There was a bit of a scare 4 or 5 years ago, but it, for the most part, is peaceful. Yes.
Can I be next to the. Is it a little girl? Is that who it is?
Yes.
Can I lean down and ask what her name is again?
Oh, I'm Toricha. It's nice to meet you with two
To
C's.
reach I'll look at the parents and be like, can I take her away from the conversation while y'all talk about this? I'll be over there, just like a couple tables over.
The mother will say, "Oh, nothing new for her to hear. We are
Damn.
hunters.
Oh,
But you may take her away if you please."
I'll be like, I'll show you how I got the diamonds on our adventures together.
Okay. Giechi, who is wearing a green, like very green clothing, almost looks like minstrel type clothing. He has this intricate green hat, and he has like squared off, like on his neckline and his sleeves, and very Renaissance-y kind of clothing, but not rich clothing. He continues and he says, "The yes, the attack. Of course, well, maybe Melmosa should brief you on this. She, oh wait, actually, he'll say, in an effort to let my wife rest, I will paraphrase what she's told me. Because she was there. It was in the night. The forest almost came alive. Weapons of vines, thorns came out, and Melmosa, along with a few others, were the only ones who got a view before they started to take over. It was bloody, and many of us were injured or died, and eventually blades in the night, fast and deadly, interrupted this violence and managed to divert a lot of the forest from us. We made enough room for us to recover our dead and fled. And the rest of the injured are in Ixotar to the east. But we brought as many as we could against our better judgment. Doing more than we did.
Sounds terrible. I'm sorry that happened. So it was just an indiscriminate attack then. No goal in mind, just to cause violence. Oh,
No real idea, honestly.
well, I guess thank you for the information. We're gonna head out that way, see if something's still happening, or maybe we can chase them back into wherever they came from. Who knows?
Sure. And another figure like creaks open the door, and peeks their head in. This is mono-eyed high elf. Familiar from a couple days ago. Walks in and walks up to the wood elves and says, everything all right? I'm glad I could point you to these. Yes, thank you, sir. Um, and Juko Valamna, Inquisitor, stands there and says, I applaud you for your help, all of you. We would like to once again offer a reward for the diamonds you provided. This is the Arms of Fire way to treat everyone fairly. And Mimosa, the mother, snorts a little bit. Juko ignores her derision and says, May I talk to you all after this discussion is over? Quickly.
I guess.
And he goes back out the door. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, yes. The attack. It's a mystery even to us.
And just for clarity, the blades in the night, you're unknown who even fought off the plant beasts, or was that just flowery language of like your own militia or something?
Well, that's thank you for the compliment, I guess.
Of
But
course.
no, it was very dark, even with our ability to pierce the night with our eyes. They moved very quickly and wore coverings. Not able to identify them.
Gotcha. So we don't even know who fought them off. Well, guys, it seems like we got a clean-cut mystery on our hands.
That was giving some Scooby-Doo vibes.
Come on, gang.
Riley's gonna grab the man's arm, and he's looked very tired, but now he looks like wide awake. Like he's stiff as a board, and he grabs the man and he says, "Among the refugees, was there someone that looked like me?"
I don't know. We left in a hurry.
Oh.
Is there something you might want to tell us, Riley?
Ven is my home.
I think, do you want to hurry up then? Should we get out of here? Should we go?
You may find solace some of the survivors traveling back probably to Ixothar and then maybe mounting up a force to go into the Great Oak Wild. I know some of them are already going back.
Yeah. He's just looking at the ground. He's silent.
Oh shit, let's get a move on, guys. I didn't know we had a personal stake in this one. Let's go.
Shit, yeah.
Isaac, what do you have playing for Taricha?
Actually, don't remember where we found it. I think we found it in one of the other locations, I think.
It was in a tunnel.
Yeah, and I remember I fell into like a spherical room and I was like a human gerbil inside of it. So I'm gonna be playing like me just like running in circles for a while and then like falling on my face and then like Looney Tunes like spinning around inside of it. Just fucking stupid shit. And then when I'm done showing her, I'll like lean in close and I was like, "Can you do something for me, please?"
Mhm.
I'm gonna put 20 gold in a pouch and I'm
No.
gonna hand it over to her.
I can't take this. No, no, no.
Well, that's too bad because I'm giving it to you. Are you gonna reject a gift from people who saved your mom?
You see her look over at the occupied group in deep in discussion.
I'll scream if you say something. I'll scream really loud.
Oh my god.
Can you make an intimidation check?
Ooh, I'm really bad at those.
She's just gonna scream herself. Oh!
Oh,
A
That's
nat
perfect.
one.
That's perfect. For a
Isola
2.
screams.
Okay. Oh, I clicked the wrong. Pull
You're
that.
like
I
a
wasn't
cock,
trying to
bro.
intimidate. I was trying to be funny, but
Mhm.
I mean, that's better that you failed it then, right? Like, you didn't want to scare them.
I know you wouldn't.
It's a comedy check.
I'm gonna.
Bit check.
Okay, I'll take it.
there we go.
My mom is probably gonna just give it out to everyone.
I hate her.
Thank
Okay.
you. Again,
Oh, of course. That's what we're here to do.
my. I don't know what my dad would have done without my mom. Can't really hunt.
Well, you can hunt, right? You look pretty strong.
Well, you'd be surprised how hard it is to pull a bow back.
You see these things? I understand.
Yeah, it's all in your back, and I don't really have those muscles yet.
Yet. You'll get them. You'll get them.
Yeah. Someday. But y'all are coming to Ven? Or well, what might be Ven?
I think so. Did you get a good look at what attacked you guys?
There's a kind of outstanding part of the city. That's where the I guess there's a wall, kind of. It's not very formidable, but that's I think where my mom this morning said it was.
And did you hear any rumors, like when you guys were fleeing? Anything kind of out of the ordinary that you might have heard?
Like the trees in the forest were attacking us. That's really weird.
That is really weird.
I don't think that's ever happened.
I mean, I'm assuming y'all are pretty nice to the trees, right? Yeah.
We make sure that we replant them when we cut them down.
Well, we're gonna go figure it out.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'll give her another hug and then head back over to the main table.
We may stay a little while longer. Let Mimosa recuperate. I wish you all luck in your travels, and may hope to see you there. I truly hope to see you there.
Yeah, whatever we find there, it'll be... It won't be dangerous by the time you get there. How about that? We might not be able to fix up anything that's broken, but we'll keep out the beasties.
May aim be true.
Alright, guys. Let's get the fuck going.
Yeah.
Getting up, you see the bartender looks very different. Her hair has bleached a bit, and her skin has faded into a bit more of a pale color. And she's sitting on the bar, or she has her elbow on the bar with her arm in her chin, or chin in her arm, and she just keeps sighing and just sighing.
The bartender was a
Looking out
redhead
at-
when we walked in, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You can make a history check if you'd like. With
I will.
disadvantage.
23.
Okay. Yeah, Isaac, this isn't a Latrin.
That's some lady from the Feywild, I guess.
Oh,
Does that exist here?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I'll
Right,
say
right.
she's from the Fey realm. How about that?
Okay, so nothing. She's not like
She's
hurting.
just like depressed.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It kind of seemed like someone was like casting a spell on her or something. I just wanted to make sure. You never know.
precious spell.
Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here. We got a city
Getting
to
up.
save.
You all walk towards the door. Open it. That bell chimes. Actually, going out. Maybe it doesn't chime going out. Maybe it goes both ways. The Inquisitor is sitting there, back against the wall at Parade Rest. He looks up. Looks pretty normal for the most part from the side you're looking at him, but as he faces you, you see again his missing eye. Says, just a moment. I'd like to ask you some things.
Okay.
Don't even know how you learned about that group. Or how you think that she's involved with them, but you can't be throwing that name around.
And why not?
They're dangerous.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah, I mean, pardon the confusion, but they introduced themselves to us and also kicked our ass. So, like, yeah, we know.
Ati. No, you mentioned her name, but she came into town last night. The same way you all did. I, against my better judgment, pushed past my bedtime to come find you all. I might just go to sleep soon. But and he looks. He actually has to look both ways. Flea's shop on the Riverwalk, near the Midtown Temple. Ask if he's seen any apes. Goodbye.
Okay.
And he'll walk off. Unless
Apes.
Wh-
Apes?
Yeah, Peas, what was the name? Shop? Peas?
Flea,
Fleas.
as in the insect.
Flea
Apes.
shop.
His shop. Flea's shop.
Is his name Flea? Or does he sell fleas? Or
Yeah,
does he sell apes?
you can't really know the presence of an apostrophe while someone's talking. It's
During
true.
that conversation, you can see Ryder has kind of an annoyed look too, looking at the Inquisitor guy.
Before he leaves, I'm gonna wait.
He starts a little bit. Yes.
Where are most of the refugees? Where are they? Where are they?
All of them are throughout the city, inns, taverns, the loved ones awaiting possible resurrection have been in the safe houses under reposement. I don't know if that's a word, but under gentle repose, as we call it.
Did you see anyone who looks like me?
That much of them. I'm in teleportation circle most nights.
Okay.
Wish you luck. Goodbye. May Leon's light guide your way.
Good luck.
Ugh. I hate those guys. I hate everyone here except the Wood Elves.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't. What does that guy need from us? I don't know. What is he sending us over to Flea's shop? What's his deal?
Let's
I
please
think-
hurry.
Yeah. We gotta go buy some apes, I think.
No, I think we can. I think we have bigger priorities than assisting him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, what if it's stuff that might help us?
That's why I was like, what could his motivations possibly be? It hurts not to know. I mean, honestly, Riley, it's up to you if you want to go see if that's worth checking out before we go.
Let's just be quick.
All right, let's get the
Well,
vote.
is there a spot in the town where a bunch of refugees are?
It seems like they're split out everywhere.
That's what he had said.
Yeah, they're kind of like there's not like a big congregation. Aww. There's not a big congregation. They just kind of wherever they can go.
I am afraid that once we go into the woods, we will not want to return here, and we'll just go somewhere else.
Let's go
So
take
maybe
care
we
of
can-
it.
Yeah,
Let's
just
get
do
a move.
really
Let's
quick.
be
We'll be
quick.
fast.
Get down to the Riverwalk.
Go over to San Antonio.
So the Riverwalk spans a good amount of Mumorden, but he did mention it's near the Midtown Temple, which is the one you all have been to. There are spots, stairways along the railing every so often, and looking up around it, this brick-laden city. You see a lot more of the same thing you've seen. A little bit of architecture in disarray, some very old-looking buildings, some kept up well, usually with insignia of phoenixes and lions, and wood elves throughout. Maybe you see an axe beak, like I mentioned last session, or a giant badger, strange wildlife. And you see some of the citizens a little the citizens of Memorden, um, apprehensive walking the streets, and you see some hostile glares between the wood elves and the high elves at points. Ryder, you would see a few curses muttered under people's breaths. Ones you maybe become familiar with growing up in Memorden.
Probably not, honestly.
Maybe, maybe not. You would recognize what they're saying as curses.
Yeah.
And you all walk down a stairway at one point, brick-laden walls, and come out by the Riverwalk. It's not clean, but not disgusting water. And like I mentioned last time, there are boats that tow themselves up and down and paddle up and down the river. It's not too busy. It is in the morning time. But there are commoners doing their daily duties just around. Small stalls and people bringing laundry to the river, washing their clothes. And looking up, you start to see more of like stalls, and looking down, you see like maybe an inquisitor to walking the river walk.
It can't. There's not. There's no way there's more than one flea's shop.
I don't think so.
You think someone wants to look for the shop?
Okay.
That would be great.
Yeah. Find. I would like to find
Yeah,
flea's
I'll-
shop.
I'll
Make
start looking
perception
around.
checks, whoever will.
Except I'm
me look.
exhausted.
I'll make up my. I
Oh
always like to make
lord.
perception checks.
That's a 15.
Actually, I have a pretty.
Riley and
Pretty
Ryder
high.
-4.
I got an 8.
Oh, thank you for
Well, I have a
reminding me.
-4 to
I didn't
every
think-
check I make. So
Mine's not good.
13.
All right. Riley, you blink a couple times in encouragement to yourself and open your eyes ready to search. Looking up north along the Riverwalk, you see a a medium-sized sign that has a big F, and under the F has LEAA, like all in one block. Apostrophe S. And it's swinging above a cart, or not a cart, a stall that seems to be part made of leather, and a lot of leather supplies in the stall. Ring da ding. Being it pointed out, you all make your way over. You see a dwarf that looks kind of scrawny, and his skin has a strange, almost blue tint to it. He's bald and has a big beard, and he's just looking back and forth at the people walking along the Riverwalk. He has a small toad on his shoulder that's facing his ear. And he looks up at you and says, "Welcome to Fleas. Any leather products you need?
Dude.
Got some straps.
I've done this before. Does one of you want to say the passphrase?
I've got this arm blade kit.
Can I look around? Are there's no inquisitors nearby?
Make a perception check.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help.
How are you helping me?
I'm gonna be like,
Oh my god, a 14. My other one was another natural one.
Okay.
Rolling bad now, but a 14.
He says, "An apes." He turns his head a little bit to the right. Ryder, you see the toad's mouth move almost imperceptibly. Right this way. I've got my stock in the back. And the toad, bouncing on his shoulder, stuck fastly, comes along with him, and he takes you under a lip in the Riverwalk. And he shows you to a door.
I
as he's
guess
walking there.
as I'm walking that, or as we're walking, I'll be like, "Hey guys, watch out for that toad. It's a little funky. His mouth moves fast. I don't know.
Monkey.
Like,
It just seems odd. Not. It
You're
seems like
odd.
not a standard toad.
Yeah. Hey, new guy.
You
That's
are
an
odd.
odd thing to say.
yeah. Do you have something against frogs?
No,
Toads,
I
perhaps?
Guys, that is weird. I don't know why you're pressing him on this.
Yeah,
Just
I
because I said
suppose you're
anything.
right.
You see, supposedly Flea, turn his head to the right a little bit, and Ryder, you see the toad's lips start to move as they're walking, and he nods a little bit and keeps walking.
I'm not saying anything this time.
You need to learn to trust
And
people and chill out.
He gets to a door, and he looks. Actually, what he does is he turns his whole body, looks to the left, turns his whole body, looks to the right, and he pulls a key off his belt, and he unlocks the door. And he unlocks it, pulls the key out, and whispers through the keyhole. What did I say again?
Huh?
Ryder would hear that.
None of us.
No, we
heard
didn't
it.
hear it.
None of that is heard anything.
Oh. He opens the door and walks in, or he opens the door and says, "Go on in." And it's just a small little room with another door at the end. He says, "Don't open the door till I close it." And then you all,
Shuffle in the
They
airlock.
walk in the.
yeah,
walk
there's
in
enough
the
space
room.
for maybe like 8 or 10 people, so it's a little
Okay.
snug. But
Yeah, I'm basically 2 people.
he closes the door, and you hear a lock.
What's the
And
door made of?
what
Cool.
you hear another door unlock, the one that you would go into, and you hear a gruff voice say, "Come in."
I will walk in first.
A little bit of a squeaky door.
Resident Evil
you
door
open
animation.
You
Resident
open it,
Evil camera angle, like
and you see retaking his seat, half-orc man. He has a triple mohawk, like two here, one in the middle, cut down to about an inch on each part of the mohawk. He has a burly jaw where 2 fangs jut up on the right side of his mouth and 3 on the other, and his lip is a little bit misshapen. He has a little bit of drool that kind of persists right here. Pulling a napkin out of his vest pocket and dabbing his lip. He has some white sleeves on, and you all can feel the humidity in this room, and you can see on his white undershirt like some sweat has been collecting in certain spots. And he looks up and he says, so, have you all seen any apes?
We were hoping you had some.
No.
Juco?
Yeah, Juco.
Juco.
Who never explains it. He's too paranoid. What are your thoughts on Paradox's initiative.
Well, I kind of hate their guts. They disfigured me pretty heavily when I was a child and
Elbow.
abused me.
Elbow in the ribs.
Well, welcome to the anti-paradox's effort.
Jesus
APD.
Christ, what a fucking swing on that one. Good lord.
I mean, I kind of assumed that's where this was going. The guy Juko didn't seem like he liked them that much either.
There's not much here at the moment. It's pretty bare. There's no need for weapons yet. Most of our supporters are a few low-level inquisitors, and we're trying to slowly probe. Of course, I'm not one. I'm just what do you call it? I'm kind of an entrepreneur. I'm trying to see how this turns out. But welcome. If you all
What's your name?
Balfreak. If you all want to walk out right now, you have that choice.
Alfric?
Balfreak.
Ball.
Ballroom. And we usually operate at night.
Right. I don't know if we're gonna be able to be like full-fledged members, but we can be like contractors, you know.
That's what they all say.
I'm
Well,
sure
I
you have a
genuinely
really.
want them to like burn and like die, but
Busy.
we're busy with something.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a strong base of theory, like good Reformation ideas.
Like,
Yeah.
you like living? You're welcome.
Yeah. But it's dangerous to spread the knowledge that these people exist, because you never know who might be one of them.
Okay, so sorry, I'm from out of town. What? I understand you have a personal vendetta against them, but like, what's the larger picture for why you're fighting against them?
The larger picture is to remove this radical sect of the Arms of Fire.
Radical toward what end?
I mean, they have extremist views towards magic and people in general.
They hate everything that's not holy, like it's not a cleric or a paladin they hate, so they would not like what you do, Dick, either. And they
Oh.
would seek to kind of kill you.
I think they're okay with druids, but they put up with them.
They'd want to kill. Well, they do really want to kill me. They would want to kill Coda, and then they'd want to kill you, Dick.
It's a weird line to draw between making a deal for the power and just getting given it because you're cool. Whatever.
Well, like,
Yeah.
am I okay?
You don't do
I
any
think
magic.
so.
But I wish
Swings
it-
or magic?
but I wish I could.
You see the half-orc's eyes narrow. You might be okay with them,
But I'm not okay with them.
no.
I hate them.
Let's
they
just
hate
say that.
him.
Let's just say that news hasn't made it here yet, but I'm hearing things in the West.
About
What
apes?
information?
What's going
No,
on in
about
Himbalusia?
you.
Oh.
Oh.
About him specifically?
Wait,
Hey,
this one.
Hey, so what about these apes?
No, trust me. I try to be a man of the people, and he doubts his lip a little bit. I have no reason to support anyone defecting from a war-bound country. No reason to not support.
And I have no reason to not support someone with hair as cool as yours.
No, bet you could grow some of that. Bet you wish you could.
Yeah, I
grow
was
some
gonna
of
say
that.
he doesn't grow hair.
I mean, like, and he's got like a little mohawk of like scales, but that's all he's.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's.
I try.
Anyways, I request vehemently you speak of this to no one. I trust our few select members to take on that task.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we didn't.
Team huddle real quick.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We have like we now just got like a shitload of sending stones. Would it be okay if we maybe gave this guy a sending stone?
Oh,
Sure.
did I have both? I have both of those. I thought I just had one of each color. Yeah. I don't.
The only
Oh.
one
Yeah.
that.
I thought we got a matching set. Never mind.
Yeah. I think I just have one of each, and I'm just keeping them in case someone phones in. Somehow, we're pretty sure this is for all the people we killed, but in case, you know.
You have one of the set.
Oh,
One of them, the black one.
was Nazar's, right?
No, it was Barkham's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess we can give this guy a sending stone. Yeah. Why not?
Just so we can keep in touch.
Tell him anything. I guess if he needs us, yeah. Let's say, if it's going down, we'll come help. But we've got shit to go do right now. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. I guess
Unhuddle.
hand him a sending stone.
Hey, good news.
And you see he's been writing very quickly and looking up at you all as he does this. Or as you are huddling.
Buffrick, we're in. Like I said, you know, we're not gonna be able to like stick around and accept missions, but present him with the sending stone. We're gonna leave you this. It's a sending stone. Keep it on your person. We'll be able to contact each other. Feel free and reach out to us if shit's going down. You need backup. We can probably come running if you impart the seriousness in your message. Also, if we find out anything, we'll be sure and let you know. That's the main thing. We're gonna be out there finding shit out.
Information is key. That's how we beat these guys.
Yes. And not to worry. He pulls up his notebook, and you see it's written almost like a jumbled shopping list. Everything's in here. This is a reference. I've taken note of all of you. I don't need your names.
Cool.
And like you see, like it is like this looks almost reminiscent of like wizards script, like how they would write their spell books, like how only they could read it, but much more mundane.
Like a thieves can't shorthand type thing.
Similar, yes.
Okay. Well, we gotta go save a forest of people that are dying.
Or kill the things that murdered an entire forest.
Yeah, I've heard.
I feel like the refugees would still be coming in if there was still conflict going on.
Well, there might be another round.
Yeah, true.
So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, quick. We got business. You got the sending stone. We'll let you know if we find out anything. Contact us if you need urgent help.
Of course.
Or if you learn anything.
Or
what
yeah.
I will request is keep an eye out for apes.
So now,
Like,
what do
you want us to,
you
like,
think that
for-
means?
For you,
It's our code for Paradoxus.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
So,
So, no monkeys.
if you find the identity of or know.
oh
of
well, I
any-
got one.
Oh,
You know, Lily L, you know about her?
come on. Seriously.
What? This
He's
lady?
he's not actually smiling. Seriously, come on.
Yeah, I'll show him her.
Yeah, that's.
How do you present her?
Like exactly how she looks and the last time I saw her, probably. And
So the last time you saw her would have technically been at y'all's inn in Wallamond when she was wearing nondescript clothing.
okay, well then I'll show her in what I probably would have seen her in when I was younger, like her full garb sort of thing.
Or when we got our ass kicked.
You actually had never seen Liliel
Until
Rokara.
we started doing this. Okay, then whenever she looked the most official. And then I'll also show what was Elliot's character's old name?
Steratoth.
Asteritoth. I will also show them in the other hand.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I know you illusionists. You're not playing with me.
No, she's been hunting us down for a while. Hunting me down for a while.
No, yeah,
And we
she's-
ran into her a
we-
couple times.
We figure she's like the main one.
Yeah, I
She
think
seems
she's like
in
kind of the head.
charge.
If that makes sense now. I assume the Arms of Fire just moved her to the outpost in Anakar and had this sort of foot there, but
She was across the ocean.
no, across the
Oh,
river.
that's this place.
Yes, across the river.
Gotcha.
What? Yeah. Why is this so shocking to you?
For lack of a better word, people have high opinions of her.
She's pretty fucking awful.
Yeah, it's so surprising because she's not seemed pleasant at all.
Yeah, I think she's an ape.
No, yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
Okay. He'll pull out his notebook and
I get it now.
he'll jot down.
And then this person, Asteritoth, they're kind of like her dog, I would assume.
Yeesh.
You've seen them? And
They traveled with us for a while, and then defected.
I mean, defect is a strong word. Kind of just
Was radicalized? Is that what you want me to say?
Well, just like they never owed any allegiance to us or anything, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like if you go to a terrorist religious organization,
Yeah, it's true.
you don't get a lot of sympathy.
Radicalized is pretty good. They got swept up pretty hard.
okay. And you hear a key unlock behind you all, and a door open, and Balfric looks up and says, "Oh, you all had better go. We try not to be seen with each other too much." And he points to a door behind him. It'll
Okay.
Oh,
take you up some stairs and out
okay.
out a door in the main city.
All right. Thanks. We'll keep in touch. We'll see you later. We're in a rush. See ya.
Good info dump.
Okay. And there's a door behind you. It opens up, goes up some stairs, and it does. Actually, the first person who gets up the stairs probably would see it opens up into a shed, a very small shed, and you just open the door, and you're like at the back of some building. And everyone comes out, and now you
Eastward, post haste.
maybe need to orient yourselves. I'm not sure if anyone has a compass. We did get a compass before we went to.
Can we look at the sun?
You may look at the sun. Could you make a survival check?
Okay. Oh. Rolling. Ooh, it's gonna be an 11.
Cody,
I mean, the sun is pretty big.
the sun is pretty big, and it is still morning, so you can place yourself east. So
That
you
way.
all come out of the alley and start your walk eastward. Originally walking through some alleyways, maybe a road every once in a while, the roads start to converge into more of a main causeway. There are not as many wood elves coming in, but maybe a few. Some elderly and maybe a couple elderly groups. And you all walk along and see the cobble of the road sounding under horse hooves. Maybe the roads are brick. It's a lot of brick though. Cobble. And lots of high elves still. You make it to an eastern gate. They are open. Large iron wrought with some spikes at the top, like decorative. And they are open inward. And y'all can walk out.
Alright.
Looking out, you see lots of. It almost kind of looks like East Texas. Like trees are prevalent. It is has pretty countryside. There is a small road that goes east. There are not many people traveling on it, except, like I said, a few coming towards Memorton.
Going westward. Well, we need to. I think we should decide because it'll kind of matter right now. Do we want to? It is slightly faster to head straight for Ven, but I think the normal path would take us through Ixothar.
And that is where Jietchi had mentioned some of the injured were.
So, Riley, I guess I'm asking you mostly. Do you want to beeline to Ven or stop and check in Ixothar?
Let's check, please.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
So, there we go. The travel is a bit slow. Having two tired individuals with you. You probably make until the end of the day walking, and you don't happen to see a town on the horizon yet. Ryder and Riley, if you could make con saves for me.
Does this also get the subtraction? I think so.
Yes.
6. 4. Minus 4.
Oh
0.
wow.
Oh my god.
Minus 3. I got an 18
Zero.
actually.
Okay.
Wait no. A 16.
Ryder, getting into a groove, walking, smelling the fresh air, you can recover 1 level of exhaustion just throughout the day, even though you've been walking. Riley, you still feel very tired. And you all come to a spot in the road that is shaded a little bit early by the sun. It is starting to be sundown. So you all can continue to walk or find a place to camp.
We should probably camp. Need these boys sleeping.
I agree. We're in a rush, but we have just dead people.
Camp.
Where would you like to camp? Who's looking for a camp spot?
I'll look for a camp spot,
All right, Coda.
and maybe someone can help me.
Make a survival check.
I'll help.
Okay. Oh, how
And
you
you may
helping
be,
me?
you may be helped. How are you helping, Dick? Putting that Boy Scout training to work.
I'm preparing kindling.
Okay.
Yeah. Rolls dice. Okay. Thank you for the help. I rolled a 20 or got a 23.
Nice. Coda, you find a nice little hollow in or a nice little. Actually, you find a cave.
A cave, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. Make sure
Sheltered.
it's abandoned.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no one in here.
Yes, you may make a perception check to try and
Okay.
hear or
Just
see
flat
any
roll.
people.
Oh, it's the flattest roll. It's a 10.
Okay.
Can I see if Coda's trying to see if anyone's in the cave? Do I notice
Sure.
that? I'm gonna
I
yell.
go, hello?
Hello, 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 hello.
Oh.
The echo comes back to you, still in phase with itself, and Coda, you don't hear anything in the cave.
Okay.
It does go deeper, and there is a nice spot right in the front.
This looks good.
Cave dwelling.
We've slept in caves before.
Ain't no problem sleeping in a cave.
No problem.
All my best friends sleep in caves.
Maybe that freaking night guy will come. That weirdo.
I mean, I highly doubt he would happen to be on the other side of the continent from where we last saw him in the middle of the night in a random cave we chose to camp in, Coda.
What?
You're probably right.
What night
This is-
guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know him. It's the night
Like the-
man.
The
Baron,
person that visits in Dick's dreams?
No,
no.
no,
That
no,
night
no,
man?
no.
Oh,
He,
that's
like,
the yellow
sells
man.
cool
Get with
things.
it. Oh, the night man.
LeBaron, you
Yeah, no, he
immediately
gave me boots.
you immediately have sad thoughts of Igor.
I do.
Oh.
I'm gonna go sulk. Thinking about my buddy.
How long do you think it'll be before we can bring up Igor again? When is he gonna get over it?
Who is that?
Yeah, rip
Oh.
Igor, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Is like most of us don't even remember Igor. He's been fucking moping around for 2 weeks about Igor.
We could have brought him back too.
I'll go
I
sit
came
with
up with that
him.
name as a pun. It was a joke.
He was my friend.
Oh my gosh, is he crying over there?
Oh, it's raining in here.
Yeah, but Liberty gets to
What?
carry on his legacy. You
A
can
little
see the
stalactite.
entire world.
With 2 eyes.
Yeah.
The eyeball guy.
Well, we need to get to sleep. I think. Oh, we got a big. We
Maybe
gotta.
if we ever see him again, he'll have another one.
Yeah. Yeah. We just. I'm going to bed.
Um,
I go where I go.
anyone would like to watch or sleep the whole night?
I mean,
Oh, I'll
the
watch
2
for my.
exhaustion ones should probably sleep the whole night, eh?
I could do
I-
my long shift.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to explore the cave a little bit. He said it went deeper, so.
Do I?
So
I guess.
Isaac and then oh sorry, LeBaron.
Nah, no, I committed to already falling asleep.
I committed.
Nah, I can't take it back.
Well, and Dick doesn't usually need to, but since we're down some folks that need to be sleeping, I can. But
Yeah. We've got that guy who doesn't really need to sleep.
yeah.
I'll wake up, but I'm already.
Okay. So Isaac and Dick, if y'all can make a watch. Probably
Perception check.
Yes, a perception check. Dick, I assume at some point you would just go to sleep.
Yeah.
13.
10.
10. Banger rolls. Okay. Coda, would you like to explore?
Sure.
Okay. Coda, could you make a perception check for me?
I sure will.
I sure will.
And I'm gonna Tides of Chaos because it's a natural 1.
Oh.
Actually, I don't have to do that. I don't have to Tides of Chaos. I can do Ben Luck.
Spend some sorcery points.
Spend 2 sorcery points to reroll. But I have to use the new roll. Okay, well I'll take a 6 instead of 1.
Okay. Coda, you're walking around deeper into the cave. It's pretty spacious.
Kicking rocks.
Kicking rocks. We didn't say anything about how quiet you would be, unless that's specifically what Coda would be doing.
Well,
Are you sneaking
he's not
out?
looking very good, so I would imagine he's doing something else that's...
But you do have dark vision.
I do have dark vision.
Okay. So maybe you kick a rock or two on accident. And you do hear every once in a while a drip, pling, as stalactites drip. You do hear a drip, plunk, echoing. A little bit of a different sound from the back of the cave. Exploring deeper, you get startled a little bit by a bat flying through the cave. And looking back as it flies kind of where you all were coming from, you back step and your foot crunches on something.
What's that?
You turn around and you see a small like human hand bone, like a human hand. The top part of the fingers. You crunch it with your foot.
That's weird.
And you look further back and you see a bizarre sight. You see a bunch of human skeletons, weapons on the ground, and a bunch, maybe like 5 or 6 wooden boxes that look really eroded.
I don't.
One of
do
them
I
at the
see
back.
anything living?
Um,
No, not yet. Okay. I'm sorry. Continue.
yeah, I mean that's what you see. You see these wooden boxes, and you see one of those stalactites. Wait, yeah, that's from the ceiling. That was dropping that droplet. Plunk. One of them is onto the wooden box, and you see a small sediment buildup on the box, the top of it. Actually, the boxes aren't that eroded. They look to be in okay shape. They are pretty rectangular and long.
This is weird. I will try to be more stealthier than I was, but I also want to do my glove of commerce.
Okay.
I pull out a singular gold and I stick it in on the socket, into the socket on the top of the hand. And I want to do tariff.
Tariff. You see some sparkling around the ground. Maybe a few little, not very well held together pouches. Could you make an investigation check with advantage?
$14.
14. Yeah, I mean you manage to, even though like when you pull the pouch up, it kind of disintegrates. You can gather up the gold. You find like 9 gold and 3 silver.
What's with these boxes, eh? I'm gonna come up and look at them.
Open them up.
Oh, I'm okay. I'll do the leftmost one first then.
You open it up. You. Oh. You see bones.
Ew.
A human skeleton.
Just like one person. Ugh. Okay. I move on to the next one.
Okay. Let's say the one on the right of the room. One on the left, one on the right, and one in the back. So you open that one up, and there is also a human skeleton.
Wow.
You see around the heart, it's been kind of, the ribs have been punched out a little bit.
Ooh.
No, I love the
And-
reaction to the body being, whoa.
And then the one in the back, there's actually some bones that have been almost look like dumped on the left side of the box. And when you open it, that one is empty.
Okay. This is weird. I guess I'll just leave.
Okay. One thing you do notice is... actually, you probably don't notice it. But I guess you leave.
I don't think he. I mean, I assume they're just coffins, but I don't think he knows what that is. So yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So there are further tunnels that continue into the cave.
Sure.
Okay.
More paths.
There's one on the left and one on the right.
I'm gonna go into my mind's eye. Which one? Left or right?
You hear a little voice. I'm not sure you're supposed to be here.
Huh?
Seems a little scary.
Why?
Left.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay, you go left. You see a skeleton like, along the walkway, like slumped against the wall, and it looks like its head has been like its front of its skull has been like pushed in.
Ooh.
And you keep walking, and you find basically another happy music, another room that has more rectangular boxes.
Okay, this is getting boring.
Do you open
He
the
thinks
box?
to himself.
Do you open the boxes?
I'll open a singular box out of
It has
curiosity.
it has a bit of an eroded crack at the top of the box, and when you open it, some bats and beetles like scurry out and like startle you.
Ooh.
But it's still just yeah, they were sleeping soundly. It's still just another skeleton.
Why are there so many of these? Well, I'm bored. I return back.
Okay, you come back to the first chamber. Do you go right or left?
Right.
And eventually you find yourself back. Your footpad's keeping you pretty quiet in the solid cave floor. Find yourself back at camp. Most people sleeping soundly. Dick and Isaac watching. I'm not sure if y'all would even be watching inward of the cave because Coda is there. But either y'all are watching out the entrance or however you like. They don't seem to be paying much attention to their surroundings though. They're like Isaac is kind of looking around every once in a while, creating a little pink loop-de-loop in his hands. The other moment, Dick looks a little distracted and in his own thoughts.
I'm gonna go and scare Dick, or attempt to.
Can you make a stealth check?
I sure would love to do that. Come on, baby. Ooh. I'll just take it. It's a 12.
You stumble a little bit and steady yourself on the wall of the cave, and Dick just seems really distracted. Like this is not his night to be watching. And you manage to get right behind him, and
Ooh.
Dick, feeling a bit of guilt maybe at being so distracted, you are startled, or you're startled, and then you feel a little bit of guilt at being distracted, and you hear and see Coda behind you.
Hey, what's up? You got the drop on me.
Yeah, I did, and it was very funny.
All right.
Why would people put a bunch of bones in boxes?
Well, they probably put a body in the box, and it turned into bones. But it's like a burial thing. Like some people burn their dead, some people just put them straight in the ground, no box. Some people put them in a box up on a shelf. Some people put them in a box in the ground. There's all sorts of things people do with their dead.
What if there's like a bunch of bones everywhere and then boxes as well? And they're like in this cave.
Oh, that's what you saw in there just now. Is that what you're saying? Oh. I mean, it probably is still that, but that is a little concerning. I would assume it is probably just, at some point, some people put their dead here.
Okay.
Coda, you do remember seeing weapons in the scattered bones on the ground.
Maybe they had a fight or something.
Yeah, I mean, wait, yeah, they weren't all in boxes, were they? Or
No.
okay, so yeah, maybe. Huh. That's weird. It would take some looking to maybe try and figure out what happened, but yeah. A fight around some people they had put to rest. People care a lot about, you know, how the people they've passed to the next realm. So I would imagine it's something to fight over.
Okay. It's all pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we'll keep an extra eye on the inside of the cave, but I wouldn't worry about it.
There was one hallway I didn't go down. Just because I got so freaking bored in there.
A bunch of dead,
Freaking bored.
bunch of bones. Yeah, I guess. Not great for conversation.
They didn't have anything cool on them either.
Oh, well, so I guess it's all resolved now, but I would imagine going poking around the dead for valuable stuff might be what those bones that weren't in the box were fighting about. Grave robbing. People don't
Oh.
like it.
I think I just did that.
Oh. I guess at a certain point they start calling it archaeology. I'm not sure when that when that begins. I think it's like probably 100, 200 years or something. So you might be clear. That might have just been archaeology you were doing instead of grave robbing.
Nice.
Yeah, you're an archaeologist.
A knight and an archaeologist.
Should have put that as an occupation.
This is all they had when I showed them the 9 gold.
Oh, I mean, you can keep that. You found it.
Okay.
Coda, you
Yep.
do see that it looks a little different from the gold you have. It is, you know, it looks like gold, but the pictures look a little different.
Yeah, you see Koda pull out his big old sack of gold. And as he's preparing to put it in. What? They look what? And he shows one of them to Dick.
Oh yeah, that's a different coin. Let's go talk to Isaac about this. I don't really know about the currency around here. Let's bring 2 coins of each variety over to Isaac. Or I guess one of each variety.
What's Isaac doing? Just watching.
He's probably just like he has a movie going on in his hands right now or something.
On his back, just.
Yep.
That can't be entertaining
No.
when you're making it up yourself.
He has
was just thinking
LeBaron
that.
is like just like completely like cutting through like hundreds of like bone monsters and stuff like that.
That might be
and
pretty fun to watch.
It's like Warhammer, like
Yeah.
like fucking like hills of shit is coming to him, and he's just like going through all of it.
All these bone fiends.
Hey Isaac, do you know who stamps the currency around here? Who makes these coins?
Probably someone in Wallamund, I'd imagine.
You make a history check.
I would guess they have like a coin press,
A mint.
a mint press. Natural 20 for a 25. Apparently, I
what?
know all about
On the
coins.
coinage history.
He's a coin
Dude,
freak.
you used to
Actually,
run a counterfeit
um,
fit
Oh my god, this
back in
coin
the
is worth.
day.
Oh, that's true. Actually, that is true. I
What
was
is
a
true?
Connor.
That's a weird
I
name.
thought you were Isaac.
Is it you would know that there are regulations on creating coins, and they all just have to weigh the same. And while they usually, while you've heard they used to be fully gold or fully silver, as long as they have uh, correct marcation, they can be used. They print some in Walmond, maybe, and some in Memorden, and some maybe in Andalusia. You would know, but they all have to have the same weight. That's what's stamped on them is the weight usually, and it isn't maybe a weight and like a number. So
I'll relay that.
Well, I guess.
and also like a stamp of like where it was created, like a symbol of like I think Walmart has like a W, and the Republic has a little fire symbol or something.
I guess.
Why do you ask?
Well, Coda here is poking around further in the caves. I don't think it's a big deal. They seem to be like a burial site or of some sort. I didn't see it myself. That sounded like what he described. I think we're probably fine out here in the mouth. Anyways, they had some weird coinage in there. It doesn't look like any I've seen. Maybe you could identify them. Hand them
Can
over.
I see it?
Yeah, hand them over.
I'll hand him a coin.
What does it look like, Sam?
It looks old.
Okay.
Like
Stinky.
centuries old.
Would that be worth more?
Yeah,
Would it have more gold content, probably?
probably.
I'll say that. I'll be like, I think it's probably a little bit more gold in it, so it's probably a little bit more expensive.
You would know that, using it to buy something would be a waste, but getting its true value, you'd probably have to go to a specialist who would update the stamp to like a more accurate value.
Sam, does it have a lettering on it?
It does. Like its stamp of like location.
Mm-hmm.
It just has. It just has. You know what it has on it? It just has like RS, which is like you could see and like translate that in your head to the Republic's Antigos. But nowadays it's a flame, a little flame stamp they put on their coins. So you can basically tell that it's pretty old.
Well, nice find there, Coda. You got some vintage Republic of Santikos coins.
Whoa.
Let me call my expert. He lives in a money pit.
I don't know, maybe, and here's my guess. I don't know if it's the same way around here, but back where I'm from, there were some collectors who would pay even more than just melting, like the value of melting all that gold down. There's some guy out there who would love to have his hands on that piece of history, and I'll pay you well over its weight in gold for it.
Well, it's mine, so you can.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't really... Yeah, it's also nice. Maybe you're that collector. Maybe you're that guy I was just talking about.
I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. right. Well, thanks, Izzy. You can you can go back to watching the slaughter.
Okay. I'll make it a little bigger and I'll put it in the middle of the room.
Music's just turned us into iPad babies.
Oh, I wish I had my camera, but Dick is gonna like watch it like a dad watching Pitch Perfect, like
Like assume the stance.
yeah, he's got his arms crossed and he's like half turned towards it.
And then Dick like has like a giant like an actual cannon in his arms, and it's shooting like a laser beam, and it's absolutely decimating like skyscraper sized like bone fiends, and they like get chopped in half and then fold out, and then while they're like bisected they explode, like shit like that. But it's like making really small explosion sounds, like it's like pew pew pew.
Michael Bay montage. And Cody, you start to feel a little sleepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
It's cursed coins.
Eventually, Dick, you also feel the call of sleep.
Alright, Izzy, you got us till morning. I'm heading to bed.
Okay.
Just making sure, you know.
And you all fade to sleep.
Can I do one more, Sam?
Mhm.
I want to have the king in yellow. Like he
Which version?
points the like human version that we've seen. He points his butt out, and Dick puts the cannon up his butt, and then shoots it, and then he flies like a rocket like out into space, and then blows up in like fireworks. And then Izzik will be giggling to himself. And then he'll just do whatever else. I just want that to be out there, so if he's watching us, he knows.
It's like a Mel Blanc scream, like a whoa.
Yeah. Oh man. Dick. Falling into sleep, you almost feel comforted by the empty void night sky that you have a view of, kind of swimming and undulating, and nothing comes of it, but you almost feel happy
Oh.
to have some things return to normal, even though the bleak wastes of space are a bit intimidating. And of course that they're roiling and moving around.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess there's something to it. It's like it's like a blank canvas. You know, that's what everything. That's what it looked like before everything. It's probably something like what he's thinking. It was like this before.
But yeah, you don't have any other parts of your dream. That's it.
Amazing. How comforting.
And sun starts to anti-curtain, like it starts to open through the mouth of the cave. And let's start waking up. Riley and Reiter, you can recover a level of exhaustion.
Yay!
Hey, I'm afraid.
Can we take a pee break?
Yes.
I'm gonna deal with this cat. Mister, you're embarrassing me.
I think Ricky's
in front of
here.
my friends.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Time to fit in a Bellator run. Yeah.
I don't know. You're the only one I know for a fact is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm doom scrolling.
actually, I forgot to feed the cat. Be right back again.
Thingy.
There we go. That ought to shut him up. Stuff his face with food.
It works for me.
It was my great aunt's birthday tomorrow, but we're celebrating it today. And we had lobster for lunch.
Ooh, is it
fucking
yummy?
delicious, bro. Yeah, of course.
Love lobster. I can eat that shit all day.
It was a lobster tail. It was delicious. 96 years old.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Sam back. He's walking in.
Reporting
Sam
for
walked
duty.
in.
I am locked in.
You got the shirt, bro. You got the shirt.
Dungeon.
Dungeon.
What does it say?
Meowster. Meowster.
So silly.
Sam meow for me.
Jordan's cat.
No, he's eating right now. Show him I.
Oh, he needed some food.
Yeah, he gets fed at 6.
On the clock. Is he on a diet?
No, that's just when he eats. Krispy Kreme? No, that's a good donut.
I like me a good mochi donut. Probably overpriced versus regular donuts, though. Yeah, I couldn't have a surprise combat in the cave right after 2 people just died. Too soon.
I think there should be a solo Coda adventure every time.
That's luck.
How are there 2 left hands?
Oh, is that a what,
He
is
forgot
that
the
Miriam?
name. Miriam. Oh, Sam asked if it was you.
Is it Miriam or Gabby?
Hi. I'm also here.
Bro, have y'all seen Phoenician Scheme yet?
Oh, I want to see
What?
that.
Have y'all seen Phoenician Scheme yet?
Venetian. Oh, Ricky, you saw.
Bro,
We'll be
I
1
thought-
second, like literally, like 1 or 2 minutes.
Freaky?
There's
Bro, they just live at Noah
there's
Locke's
8
house, don't
people
they?
in that room.
I
don't
get you can
wanna
give
be
me a
on
second,
camera.
but I want to finish
I
my
know.
conversation. Like,
No, they don't do that, Corbin. They
nah,
don't do
nah, I
that.
won't know.
Sam,
Uh,
there's a new Super Meat Boy game coming out.
I saw that.
I also know the cat game is coming out. Mugenics.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a Steam page.
It
Oh,
was-
there's a Meat Canyon did a trailer for Mugenics.
it's so funny. Every thing that's like Summer Games Fest, just gaming event like that at
All
work.
right now.
Well, yeah, that too. But at work, everyone will just like have it really small in like the bottom right corner of their monitor.
They have to have it really small.
Well, yeah,
That
we're not allowed to watch stuff just while we're working.
That was me at my job, except during the fucking Masters. Everyone was just watching golf on their second monitor.
Yeah, except like Jordan, your job is kind of like
Yeah, that's work related almost.
it's like a work-related event.
Oh yeah.
Like you have like it'd be like if I tuned into
Research.
like one of the
No, that's
communication expos.
But basically, there's a couple new. There's gonna be a new Indiana Jones game. There's gonna be a new. Oh, there's gonna be an Invincible fighting game.
I didn't even see that.
Hold up, I'll
Greg.
pull up the trailer.
Oh yeah, there's the PlayStation Direct recently too. That's right.
Oh yeah. I missed
PlayStation
that
Direct yesterday. And the Friday was Summer Games Fest, and now it's Xbox Game Showcase 2025.
Oh, that's right. I was just getting emails from work about that.
Yeah,
About
hold
what?
up. This is the Invincible game. It's 3D.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
unexpected.
Oh my god.
Dude, he's dead.
I can't believe. Oh
Yeah,
my
Skybound
God.
Games. It's got to be Wolf Among Us engine, except it doesn't exist anymore. Probably. It's just
Nolan will remember that.
wait. He's a bad guy. Oh, spoilers.
Oh, it's like alt universe stories. It's like Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Super.
See?
Dragon Ball Super Z.
Mark will be able to take all this damage, but then gets beat up by some rando.
You'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
Are his glasses ever not broken?
Right at the start.
Yeah, probably. Probably sometimes.
Well, I know who wins this one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know who I
Not
bet
any
on.
of those guys.
He's what?
I'm gonna lose.
That's what I've heard. Is Mark loses a lot.
Except when he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I would say at best he achieves a Pyrrhic victory.
Oh. This doesn't look 3v3. I guess Otagon.
This also doesn't look 3D.
Like,
Oh, you have three
you
chosen,
choose
like
three characters, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the
Dragon
people-
Ball.
Marvel v Capcom. And
Yeah.
Capcom.
Like the new fucking Marvel game too.
Oh
That
yeah.
one's 4.
Oh, rip Marvel versus Capcom.
Did you see that trailer, Jordan?
Yeah, I did, and it like confirms they're never ever gonna do Marvel versus Capcom
Yeah.
again.
That trailer came out. Did you see? Then let's do the Super Meat Boy one now too. Oh yeah, Black Ops
Oh,
7.
yeah.
But
I think I
Oh,
can
yeah.
say I'm working on that.
I would assume. I would assume. I would assume.
He's on that Call of Duty team.
Oh god, dude, wait, wait. They're making a Black Ops 7. I would have never figured that.
Who's making this? Team Meat?
Welcome to Team Meat.
I want to be on Team Meat.
That is their company.
Ew, he's meaty.
He's bloody.
I can't believe how gross and bloody he is.
Bandage girl.
3D platformer.
I wonder if it's gonna be hard.
No.
Dude, they straight up just jumped right into that bear trap, bro.
They're just bad.
Why can't they ever get anyone good to play these games?
I don't know. They can't get past the tutorial ever. What? Oh, it's like run mode. Like your shadows, your
Ghosts.
your ghosts.
Dude, he's getting cut in fucking half over and over again.
Xbox. It's an Xbox Series. So
Alright.
strange.
All right, Jordan. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, let's see.
You made this?
Yeah.
Predator?
Oh, this is the-
Disgusting. This
this
is
is the
Advanced
trailer
Warfare.
I-
Dude, return to
this is-
form. I mean,
This is not the trailer I saw earlier, actually. So
Noah's a yapper.
Do they live at your house, Lock?
No, but they are friends with our new roommate moving in, so they ambushed us.
I thought it'd be funny if they did.
We don't have that many.
oh my dude,
Bro,
Peter
we got-
Petrelli, dude, that's
Jordan,
Okay,
have you
now I
met
wanna play
have
this
you met
game.
Peter Petrelli?
No. Not yet. We get 5 minutes allotted, each of us.
really, here you get your 5 minutes with Peter, quick.
I actually don't know his real name.
Wait, is this just real life?
Wait a minute. I got
But how did that
confused.
butterfly get in here?
Am I in this building?
It's not real.
Guys, why is this one not called Modern Warfare?
Why isn't that called Future Warfare?
Because it is Modern Warfare.
Explosion brackets.
Okay. This
Male
looks,
speaker. Wait, they're not naming him?
I know what
Oh,
his
his
name
name's
is.
just male speaker.
Oh!
This is the part that I saw.
I saw those
Keep
sub-
in step
I saw those
in
subtitles.
line.
Is this like the zombies mode?
No, it's the upside
Campaign,
down,
Bubba.
bro.
The
This is-
Stranger Things collab. Jordan can't confirm
Alan
because of the
Wake.
NDA, but
The numbers.
What do they mean?
Mason.
We never figured out what they meant.
I think we did.
Oh.
I think
Oops.
we did.
I'm
My bad.
almost positive they were launch codes to launch codes to on a ship. Wait, hold up. Oh shit!
Is that
Wait, his
That's
name's not
David.
David.
maybe
Yeah,
David
his name
Mason.
is
Wait.
David.
It's Menendez. Wait, is Peter Petrelli playing Menendez? Or is the
No,
old guy
he's-
is Menendez?
He's playing.
David Mason.
David Mason.
David.
I thought his name was Peter.
That is how he says it.
David.
That is how Menendez says it. It gets me every time. Whoa. Oh, they're showing a lot.
Wait, you can
Oh,
throw giant,
Safina!
you can
Now
throw
be-
giant knives.
Oh,
can, like-
Safina! That's just my favorite. One of my favorite parts of Black Ops 2. Bro, just crash. That's a real crash out. You want to talk
Yeah.
about crash out?
You play as Menendez in that scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
You plays him when he goes on his blood fuel rage. You just,
Get that-
oh, Safina! And you slash people with a machete, bro. Like,
Well, you
hold
could
up.
have passed 12 at one point.
You do.
Bro,
Raul.
Where is Noah? Lock. Get this boy's butt in here.
He's about to be back, I think.
Get that boy back.
I apologize.
They put a real guy? They can't put a real
Dude,
Sorry.
did you
American
did you hear
general?
the story about Noriega's kids playing fucking Black Ops
That's
and they're
fucking
like that?
wild.
Dad, is this real? And they're like, he's like, get the fuck off that game. Dude,
That scared me
it's
so bad.
Really?
canonically.
I was just like, oh, it's
what?
Ricky.
Well, yeah, but
What
it was
the-
like Ricky like fucking hitting both the walls because I heard it on mine too.
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. When I catch you, Ricky.
It's our new roommate,
When I catch you, Ricky.
Ricky, more like
Ricky
Ricky.
Martin?
Blicky.
Ricky ruined me, the TC Superstar song.
About Ricky Martin?
Take that out of the recording.
Cut that. Cut that.
Is that ready?
Slowly,
Oh, we
we
wake
went
up.
in
Sorry.
cave.
You woke up.
Oh.
When I wake up, I feel unexhausted, except for Riley has one level. And, Isaac. You wake up too. Everyone wakes up. Coda, you're just remembering how boring that cave was.
Yeah, nothing special in there at all.
And the sun's up. Y'all ready to go?
Onward to
Okay.
Ixothar. God, what a... You know, most of the town names I get, but Ixothar, that's a weird one.
And no one says anything.
So-
and Dick just feels
Yeah.
out of place.
What
Where
else
is it?
new?
Did you ask where is it, Coda?
Yeah, I guess Dick, the only one talking.
Between here and then, I don't really know the specifics. The trails are pretty obvious. People go between the towns. You can kind of. We'd have to go off the beaten path to not be on the way there.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay. Everyone's walking, and
When I wake up.
maybe it is still. Let's see, because y'all were a little slow yesterday, so it does take you maybe up until like the early afternoon. You start to see some the buildings in the distance, but everything is very squat. There aren't many super tall buildings. You just see lots of short little wooden houses. As you get closer, Ryder, you could pick out a lot of the details. You see a lot of gardens and foliage surrounding the town. There's on the on this west side of the town that you're coming in on, there are tents, large ones and small, set up with sticks and tarp. And you would see, eventually, some wounded wood elves. A lot of them, actually, like maybe hundreds. Not all wounded, but all there, and maybe 50 or so wounded. On the parts of the town that are on the sides of that area, there's some stonework that is spotted, is in spots around the town. Moss covered, broken down, and the rest of the architecture is made of wood. And you see that a lot of the gardens are being worked in or have very colorful, ripe-looking produce in them. And these wood elves are what you basically see as you come into the town. They're on the west side and on the sides of the road.
Looks like a big group of refugees. We should maybe check in for whoever you're looking for, Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you walk towards the refugees, you get a few odd glances. Ryder and Riley, you might see a couple of the more able-bodied ones start to reach for like a bow. Not quickly, but just like getting it nearer to them. And the rest of them with rags on their heads or hobbling over to some meager looking stew pots. Some of them on crutches, maybe.
Can I go up to one of the ones that are reaching for a bow?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
He's not looking at you.
Yeah. Excuse me, would you happen to know who's in charge here?
Yes, sir. That would be Gelen.
And
He
where could I
is
find
old
them?
info. Gelen is taking charge of the wounded, and he is in town right now.
Okay, thank you.
Good day.
I assume. In town means the area back. Like, not in the camp? Or
When he says in town, he points his head towards Ixothar.
oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is there, like, are we close? I don't know. Are we close to Ixaltar? Are we in Ixaltar? Or is this like a refugee
You're
camp
pretty
outside
close.
of it?
You're pretty close. There might be 20, 30 feet before you hit the first couple
Oh, okay.
houses,
Oh,
but
okay.
you're pretty close to Ixothar. And as ever, like, Coda, you might finally start to notice the glances that you're getting from these people.
Ew.
A couple of them pull their bows close, and no one knocks an arrow or draws anything, but you'd probably notice the looks you're getting.
Okay.
And do all of you continue into the town? Right, Ryder, were you going to continue into?
Yeah, I was gonna go look for the guy in charge.
Okay.
For the person in charge.
I'm going to entertain the sick people while y'all are doing this.
Okay.
I'll be like, I'll just be out here. Just come grab me if you need me.
But
So-
the guy said that the main guy was helping wounded in the town, right?
So he said Gelen is like coordinating the refugees. He's
Oh.
in charge, like he said, but that he's in town right now.
We need to speak with him.
Okay. You wanna?
Yes, so Riley, you can go with Ryder, and anyone else who will go or stay.
Well, Code, you wanna help me look around for maybe someone that might know Riley? Another bird person? He says timidly.
Sure.
We'll be here. We'll come find you if we find anything. Or
I should add that he looks even worse than he did yesterday after sleeping.
So going into the town, Ryder and Riley, you see a very quaint. It's a step up from. Well, it might still kind of be in construction a village, but the population supersedes that. There seems to be a lot of people. Maybe you see a few refugees walking around, but a lot of the people are a mix of high elves and wood elves, and a lot of other just maybe humans, dwarves, a couple gnomes, and they seem to be living very humble lives. Lots of them farming in the land around them. Some people weaving on looms outside or tanning leather. They have a pretty humble life, a lot of them. So you look around and you see a wood elf rider walking around with a bundle in his hands.
Hello? Are you Galen?
No, I'm not Galen. He is over there, in the market.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just walk away and go that way.
And you walk into the market, and you see a lot of. This is like a farmer's market. Like there are people selling vegetables,
Oh, dang.
homemade goods, and you see at a specific stand where someone has unprocessed linen and cotton on their stand, and then they also have some goods using that. You see another wood elf. He's very tall, and he has actually pretty rough features for an elf. He also has like part of his hair right here, which would be straight down, is missing. He has a scar on his head. And he wears spectacles.
Well, Riley, is Riley with me? Right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's the person in charge if there's anyone.
Riley, you think you recognize this man. He was important in Ven, and while you may not have talked to him, you did see him around.
I approach them.
As you approach him, he's pulling bandages into a basket that he has in front of him, and he looks down at you and says, and he thinks for a little bit, and he gives like a half smile, and he says, "The troublemaker. I did not know you were still with us."
Is my mother okay?
Yes, she's all right. She's in the refugee camp.
Riley's on his knees. Finally, just. Relaxed.
Would you like to help me carry some of these bandages?
Yes.
And he'll pull some out of his basket and drop them into your arms.
I offer some to Ryder, expecting him to help.
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to walk around the farmer's market a little bit.
Is he
Okay,
is he already gone?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Now in our darkest times we are all one. I didn't ever get to know your name.
Riley.
Galen. Nice to meet you, Riley. Hands you these bandages, and maybe even like, may I? And he points to your backpack.
Well, like he's trying to put him in there.
Like he points to like the top flap. Okay, and he opens it a little bit, and then puts some bandages in there, seeing like the riffraff of equipment you have.
What? There's a
I'm not sure if there's any suspicious.
fish mask that might be like.
Yeah, that's what he sees. He's a little confused, and then he puts as many as he can in there. And then he says to the vendor, "This is what I have," and he puts forth like 3 gold. And the vendor, who's a tiefling guy, he's got a big beard. He says, "Oh, that's good enough. I wish your kind well." And he brings you along back to the refugee camp. Coda and Dick could either of you or one helping roll perception checks?
I think our
I'll
best.
probably help.
Oh, really? I think it might.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I roll my own, Sam, as I'm doing that as I'm entertaining?
You can do it with disadvantage.
Nine.
Nat 20.
Oh, let's go.
Thanks for the help.
Just
Wait.
just doing a little peep.
Sorry. Okay, who rolled what?
I got a nat 20.
I got a 9.
So
Crazy.
Surely they'll
Izek-
also have black feathers.
Izek, looking around, you are mostly distracted by a lot of the wounds these people have. Their cuts and bruises, and some of them are comatose, even.
Mm.
Either comatose or dead, but you wouldn't think someone dead would be laying in a, stretcher unattended.
Yeah.
Dick, you pick through visually all of the wood elves, check them off in your mind, and try to circle around to the backside of the refugee camp, where there are a couple people sitting on blankets. One of them being a black feathered Kenku.
Hello, sir? Excuse me?
So nothing. They don't reply. Did you say sir?
I did. I mean, how would I? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know what birds look like.
So they don't reply. But if you say it again and like are looking at them,
I will, and then I would go like, "Hello, excuse me," like maybe waving a hand.
they would look up, and in a kind of stilted voice, say, "Hello, who are you?"
I'm sorry if this is rude to ask, but do you know a young man named Riley?
Her eyes light up.
We came here with,
Yes.
yeah. We came here with him. I think he's looking for you, right? He just ran into town thinking, I don't know, I maybe just check in with the leadership, but
Bless her night. Let me see him.
yeah, for sure. Let's, I'm sure if we just head into town, we'll either meet them on the way or find them there.
I may wait.
Oh.
And she, I guess she might have not said take me to him. Maybe she said let me see him or something. You see her nursing one of her legs. I hurt my leg on the way out.
Oh, yeah. No, take it easy, for sure. Coda, do you want to stay here? I'll go get Riley.
Okay.
And just make sure. I'll wander off towards the town to go get Riley. Pretty quick. I'll do a speed walk, too.
Okay.
It's important.
Yeah, Coda, you see this Kenku woman? I guess, technically maybe third you've seen. Actually, I don't. In Kavra's camp, it would have been Aarakocra. So yeah, the third possible Kenku you've ever seen. She looks a little scared and has her arms over her knees and looks up at you and just says, "Hello."
Hi.
It's a good combo.
What's your name?
I'm Coda. One.
Hi. And then in your exact voice, she'll say, "Coda 1."
What's your name?
My name. She says, "My name is Munin."
Pretty.
What'd you say?
Pretty.
Pretty. Thank you. You are a gnoll.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I don't see many gnoll like you. Are you from this forest?
Mm, maybe.
If it is not yes, then I presume you are okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, you are good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Never mind. Why are you here?
Think we were looking for you? At least someone who looked like Riley.
Oh. Good. And then she doesn't really say anything. And she kind of sits there.
I'll sit here awkwardly as well.
Not a phone in sight. Dick and... Oh, wait.
No, I'm not
Dick?
there yet.
Is not there yet. Riley is on his way back with bandages in tow. And coming back, you look and you see Coda standing. Or would you be sitting, Coda?
Sure, I'll be sitting.
Okay, you'd see him sitting, not really saying anything, but part of this tarp wall is blocking what's in front of him. And as you approach, I think maybe Gellin would say, do you want to come drop these off really quickly?
Is he saying this to me?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? Just for the sake of, I'm gonna say you and Dick just missed each other.
I was gonna. Nice. I like.
And so you and Gellin, he brings you to a fire with a boiling pot of water, and he just takes the bandages out of the basket, or he puts the bandages like in the basket and grabs yours, stacks them up pretty high, and says, "She's around that corner and on the back side of." I'm sorry, Locke. What are you doing?
Are you? What are you doing? What's he doing? I wasn't even looking.
He's got that ice cube.
Oh,
Okay, he says she's around the back, sitting on a blanket. Riley, walking around towards where Coda is, you see your mother on a blanket. You might see where a couple of the feathers on her face are missing. No one would really notice. But you notice. And she has her head down and looks up at Coda and then looks back down and looks back up and shakes her head a little bit.
I'm just gonna be watching from far.
Coda, you look, just as you would in normal awkward encounter. You look, kind of look around, and you see Riley's just standing over there,
oh,
just kind of watching you. And
I don't want to be seen. At least not by her, I suppose. So I'd probably try to be stealthy too.
okay, you can roll a stealth check.
oh, I'll
Roll
probably
that shit.
fail my perception. So
Oh shit, Sam. Little fuck. What you got there? What you got in that glass, boy?
That
What is it?
a
Cranberry
little
juice.
translucent. You see that?
what did you
Do I
get?
have a -2 now or what?
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, so I
Okay.
don't see you peering.
Yeah, Riley, you managed to actually peek around part of the tarp, and you would see Coda and your mother from a distance. Not too far, but maybe 15 feet.
What was his mom's perception check?
Not a 24,
Passive.
probably.
Passive. She don't got a passive perception of 24.
Oh.
Spoiler.
Why not?
guys. Spoiler. So Riley,
Legendary action.
you catch a glance of your mother sitting on a blanket, and you see her arm on her little bird knee thing. And eventually she looks up and says, "Are you and Riley friends?" To Coda.
Yeah.
Been hard of friends.
What was that? Say that again, Sam.
She says that sometimes he's been hard of friends.
Well, I get it. I understand.
Yes. We were different. But you see that too. You see that too, don't you?
Yes. Him and these people that I've been with are kind of the only friends I've known. You
can hear most of this conversation, Riley. You can get close enough. Would you be wanting to get close enough to hear, or would you just be staying away?
You'd probably just stay away.
Okay. So you might hear a few words like friends.
Your name.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing
Like-
to overhear in a conversation.
Riley. I'm just. I want to see my boy again.
Your boy.
My hatchling.
Oh. I look around.
Nope. Dick's not back yet. Ryder's not back yet. Riley's not back yet. Isaac is. Actually, you can't see Isaac through the tarp. So. You don't really know where
Well.
anyone is.
I'm gonna
He should be here soon.
just wipe the tears and say into the earring, all is well. Regroup at the entrance of the town.
So that's what you hear, Coda. Or does
I mean,
that go
I try to say
every-
that to everyone. Is
But I
that
think
how the fucking
it's
thing
a
works?
60-foot range
Never
or
mind.
30
Oh
foot?
shit.
That would be crazy. But I mean, you would be able to. You'd be close enough to Coda to be able to
And
speak
maybe
to him
Isaac.
and maybe Isaac. You wouldn't maybe have to do it separately.
Then I will do that.
Isaac, would you take a break from your duties?
Sure. I'll tell whoever's watching. I'll be like, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. So Isaac and Riley, you make your way towards the town, and Coda, you actually, how the tarp is faced, you can't see like directly into town. So,
But
You
I
hear-
know. I hear.
and you
Oh,
do hear
it was
in
Riley's voice.
Riley's voice, yes,
Hmm.
in a little whisper.
Well.
If you'd like to make an Arcana check, you can.
Well, I was gonna. I was just gonna say. Here, take this real quick. And I'm gonna take my earring off and hand it to her.
The target can reply, by the way. They don't have to know.
The target can reply.
You don't have to know what direction they're from. You can just reply to the person.
Oh, okay. Do you have to attune? I know this is kind of a custom. I don't think so. It's like attached to your body.
I don't think it is attuning.
Okay. She takes off one of her. Oh, birds don't have ears.
Where was Riley wearing it?
No,
Yeah,
you,
and like
you
a
could just
little
hold it.
his eye on his brow.
She holds it. She actually has a little nose ring thing. She
beak ring.
takes it off at the end of her beak, and Cody, you see it's in the shape of a crescent moon.
Hmm.
She asks, what is this for? Pretty.
It lets you say something to someone.
How do I? And she'll clip it into her little beak, her little beak nostril. How do
What
I
I usually do is I just think of the person's face, and then I think what to say.
wait? She's gonna make an insight check. Well, so that sounds like strong magic. Riley, hello? Riley would hear it very faded. Like you almost couldn't hear it as you're walking towards the city.
Hearing her voice in his ear, he's gonna and he's gonna fucking take the thing off, and throw it on the ground.
Isaac, you see Riley throw his message ring on the ground.
I made that. Why would you do that?
Sorry. He picks it back up. And
What
just puts it in
happened?
his
What did you
bag.
hear?
Nothing.
Make a deception
I'm
check.
gonna insight check that.
Oh, nothing.
Make a deception.
Oh, actually,
5, a 3.
I got an 8.
Hey,
I rolled a
It-
2 and a 3.
It's okay. Trevor rolled a 3, so
wait, you have an insight
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah, it's insight and investigation.
That's so crazy. So Isaac,
if anything, he's getting to the bottom of it.
I need to
Isaac,
restart Discord real
you-
quick. Can you pause like 2 seconds? Trevor's like camera cut out. I've
Oh,
only
shit.
just noticed that it's been gone, but I,
I
think
think
it's
it's
only
just
for you.
Noah,
Yeah.
stop it.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Fixed.
And resume scene.
Resume.
You?
Isaac, Riley is nervous and he's telling a little fib. He heard something. Maybe it was like a feedback loop, but he heard something weird.
Just starts echoing voices, getting louder and louder in the mic, in the earring.
Okay, I won't push him on it.
He's frolicking in the field. Okay. So, Riley, with your ring in your pack, you and Isaac walk towards the town. It didn't do anything, I think.
Oh,
You must have gotten it from a charlatan.
Not untrue.
And she'll take
Well.
it out and hand it back to you and put her crescent moon ring in her nose.
that's weird. It usually works, but well, I have to go now.
Okay. It was nice to meet you, Coda.
You too.
You might see her pick up a little pipe next to her. And she'll toy with it in her hands, and then she'll just put it back down.
Okay.
And off Coda goes. Dick, you see going into town, you see these beautiful homesteads I mean, not like the houses are beautiful. The greenery is beautiful.
Right.
This is like what all of the mom TikTokers want their homestead to be.
The trad wives.
Just full of trellises of vines and like almost like choked at some points, but trimmed just well enough to where you can get around.
Driving distance from Salt Lake.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And
little
I
town.
mean, people are like in their gardens. Like a lot of people are in their gardens.
For such a
and-
strangely named place, it's quaint.
Exactly. And you like follow the flow of town, and you can find the market. And at this point, maybe you see Ryder browsing goods. He's Ryder. What would you be looking at? Would you be looking at food? Would you be looking at fun little dolls made of cotton or corn husks?
I want to find some good pieces of wood.
Ooh.
Because they've been
You
carrying
you would
wood
see
around.
some oak craftsmen, like maybe they've made bowls, and they sell their chisels too. But they like there's some bowls, and they have like cutting boards, like other things at their desk, at their stall.
Can I go up to them?
Mhm.
Excuse me, would you happen to have just any stock wood?
This is you can't really tell if it's a wood elf or a high elf. He's like
That's racist.
he's a mixed breed.
Good lord.
That's
Um,
crazy.
he says, "Oh, I don't usually sell my stock. People want it processed usually, but sure. 2 silver.
Oh, it's only? Okay.
Sure. How much
What?
do you want? A stick or a log?
Well, what types of wood do you have?
Well, I've got white oak and red oak and a lot of oak. That's about all we have here.
Can I get a white oak, a red oak, and just a regular oak log?
You're gonna carry 3 logs?
Well, how big are they?
You don't look like you live here."
No, I
Uh,
don't.
and he picks up like this wide, or this wide and this thick logs.
Damn.
He like puts one on the desk.
Maybe what's the size of a stick?
I've got a branch, maybe that's better, and I
I
make spoons out of this, and it's
Oh,
like
that's gotta be pretty thick. Oh yeah, that's good. I was just worried a stick was gonna be like,
too thin.
yeah. All right, I'll just I'll take a stick of each then.
Sure, yeah, I guess I should have said a branch. Here you go. He brushes, like he has a short, like shoulder length, dirty blonde hair, very straight. He brushes it out of his face. Uh, call it 5 silver.
Okay. Then I will pay him 5 silver out of
You
my
get.
measly,
You said a red oak, a white oak, and what else? Did I say?
and just like a regular oak. Or do they not have that?
Oh, we don't just have regular oak here. It's white oak, red oak, um,
Or standard oak.
mossy oak. You can't just call an oak regular.
Okay, I'll get
Almost.
the
You can't call them that. They might take offense to it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone. I'll take the mossy oak then.
They're not offended. Here you go.
Thank you.
So you have 3 oak branches.
Yep.
One of them happens to be lichenous and mossy.
Okay.
On the
I'll add my I'll add my wood.
So the meat of the wood is white and
Come
and
on.
tinged not dark red, but a lighter red. And then The mossy oak is like a little. It's like a little darker than the white oak. It's got a tanner beige hue.
Sweet.
Okay. So Dick, you see Ryder stuffing 3 lengths of branch in his pack.
Hey, bud, where'd everyone go?
Oh, well, I was with Riley, and then I found the head guy for him, and so I left them to catch up, and then I wanted to look around a little bit, and then I don't know where he went.
They're not in the. Okay. I must have. Let's go back to the camp.
Okay, I just finished my shopping. I got 3 branches.
Oh, awesome. I'm really happy for you.
I am too.
You collect branches?
No, but I like to whittle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I did know that about you, actually. I guess I just didn't realize, yeah, you had to go buy a branch for it. I feel like we could have just found a branch while we were walking.
We could have, but this guy looks like he had some good wood, so I figured why not.
Dick stifles a giggle.
You 40-year-old man. Actually, you're what, like 20, 30?
That is such a
I
dad
would
joke.
say
What are you
like
talking
39 to 45, but also was in the military. See, that offsets any of that. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Sorry.
Okay. Ryder and Dick coming back from the market. Maybe halfway to the edge of town, you run into Riley and Isaac.
Oh, hey, did you find your friend? Talk to them. I guess I said I would bring you back, but I guess you found him first.
We didn't speak, but
Oh.
it's okay.
Okay. Oh, are you sure about that?
I'm so sorry. What has LeBaron been doing this whole time? Just following
I've
along?
just been following. I assumed
Talking
that
with
he was.
refugees.
No, I was assuming I was with Isaac watching the show. Like, he was presenting it, and I was sitting down too. That
So, Isaac, LeBaron, and Riley come back.
yeah.
So
I just always like.
Riley's message to LeBaron would have gone to Riley's message to Coda and Isaac would have gone to LeBaron as well. And
Yeah.
I was like, that's 4? That's not right.
I just been chilling, bro. Like I ain't got any heads to smash right now, so I'm just vibing.
I just
No
it's
skulls beneath crushing.
it's
So
your,
everyone but Coda's here.
it's your business, Riley. They seemed incredibly eager to see you, and you seem pretty desperate to get a hold of them. So I don't want us to miss an opportunity that would be meaningful for you.
She wanted to see me?
Yeah, no, she. I mean, I don't know if she said the words, I really want to see Riley, but she seemed really eager when I said you were here and was here to find you. That seemed like really good news to her.
Coda in the distance, you see all 5 of them talking.
Listen, man, whatever you might have done, like your family, they're your family for a reason, right? You've got the look of a boy who did some wrong. I'm here to tell you that that's fine.
You all have been so kind. Trusted me with so much. And I owe you all a lot of explaining. I was born in Ven. I
Coda
was
walks
raised there. Riley waves at Coda.
What?
I was raised in Ven. And, well, it's tradition for our people, once we reach a certain age, to take a pilgrimage to anywhere, nowhere in particular. Just see the world, and usually we'll know when to return. Should we choose? I embarked on this a few months back, and then I met you all. And as much as I desire to reunite with my mother, it's too soon. My journey isn't complete.
Riley? You almost. I mean, you did die. You, you don't. Will you. Are you sure you'll be able to see her again?
And along a similar vein, what more is your journey gonna include before it's complete?
He looks at Dick and he says, "We need to get you home."
Well, okay. I mean, sure. It's like, that doesn't need to be, a big deal.
Is that not a big deal to you?
It doesn't need to be to you, is what I'm saying.
It is.
Oh, okay.
I understand what it feels like to be away from home. It's not a comforting feeling. I could count on one hand how many times I left that forest before embarking.
I appreciate it. It's certainly more comfortable than it otherwise could have been, given present company.
Maybe you don't have to re like talk to each other, but she said she wanted to see you. Maybe you could just give her that?
Just go let her know you're alright.
A sight?
I don't think so. She would understand.
We can't make you. I suppose you'll want to be heading towards Ven still, though, right?
Yes. have to help, of course.
Well, I won't belabor it any longer. If you want to get moving, let's get a move on.
Probably 4 or so in the afternoon at this point. You all can feel the heat in this southern part of the country. You know what? It's probably getting into the middle of the summer at this point. Harvest season, which you all saw the fruits of at the festival in Catherby, I believe, was like a month ago. So it's getting hot and a little humid in this southern part of the country. But it's middle afternoon. So y'all are free to just embark east, look around the town, find a place to rest.
I'll leave it up to you, Riley. I don't. The pace you set is the pace we'll follow, I think.
He's still a little sluggish, but he is reinvigorated.
Yeah, you're both the most injured and the one with the most investment in it, so I feel you have the most agency to make these calls.
Isaac's gonna look sad for the rest of the day while we're traveling. He's gonna kind of mope a little bit while we're walking. How far do we get?
By nightfall, you would get to the edge of the forest.
That'll be good.
We gotta pull up the freaking map.
Set up camp in the forest. That'll be
You
nice.
see large oaks dominating the horizon. These are very old, maybe even older than the gold you found. This forest is refreshingly not totally dank and dark. It does have a lot of shaded areas, but so it's doesn't have full sunlight shining through the trees, but it does have visibility. You see maybe some rocks that have moss on them that sit at the base of some moss-ridden oaks. That I saw Corbin's bedroom for a second. I was like,
Living room.
I saw
living
Corbin's
room.
living room. And I was like, what? Where are we? Did we go to the back rooms? You see the dangling a doodah entity. Anyways, you see these large oak trees that create a barrier into the wilds. And as the sun sets, these long shadows point. Actually, you see a lot of shadows. You don't see a lot of shadows. Most of them are inside the forest. And yeah, that's where you sit. These titans in front of you. The moon is in the sky, even though it is still sunset. Beyond you. So yeah, y'all can camp here or keep going until it, in maybe an hour, fully sets.
It's probably better to camp on the outside, right?
I would think on the edge.
Yeah.
Who's looking for a campsite?
Me.
I will try.
He
pick
says
up
he
where I
said it with his
slept.
chest.
Riley, search for a campsite. Writer, would you help or search yourself?
I'll help. I'll start like trying to look like point out locations that seem soft.
What is this?
Survival.
Natural
I'm-
20 for 26.
Go.
What
Is that
does
a
this
second?
matter?
That's the second natural 20 for survival check. Is that correct? Didn't Coda roll one? I think so.
I think to find the
Oh.
cave.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a perception check in the cave, I think.
Oh, was it?
It was when he was
No,
exploring
I don't think
it.
I
I thought.
wrote. I don't remember rolling a natural 20.
Well, Riley, you natural 20 worth of survival check. You find a very like soft part of the ground, very loamy, and it has a couple like pieces of log sitting next to it.
He finds a camp already made.
It's literally
Basically,
firewood.
basically log, soft loamy soil. No campfire though.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
What is
Move
the
on.
camp just gonna fall out of the sky?
Let's go find somewhere else.
Love campfire. Bang. But
Fully
yeah,
lit.
this unfortunately there's only a slight knoll, a slight grass knoll.
Yeah, me. Oh.
There's only a slight grass knoll facing towards Ixothar. So the forest is kind of open to you.
A problem for
But-
the morning.
Exactly. So y'all bed down, and who all would like to make watches?
I'll do
I'll
a
do a
watch. I'll
watch.
do a watch.
The Baron and Izik.
It's time to bed
Dream
up.
team.
All right, that's it. So Baron, Izik, make me perception checks.
Ooh,
Can
I would
I-
love to, Sam. I would fucking love to.
Can I yap before we go to bed?
You sure can.
I love
session.
yapping. One thing about me.
Go yap, King. Go yap.
Y'all are gonna level up from RP.
Can I
Or
go
PXP.
over to Coda while everyone's setting up for the night?
No.
No.
Okay.
Get away from me.
I hate you, you filthy queer. I hate you.
You would not say that.
That's kidding.
Coda's homophobic.
Coda is canonly homophobic.
No.
That's what
Hey,
I
Coda,
heard.
can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Can we talk like over there?
I look to where he's pointing.
This is a blank section of grass.
Okay. Let's go right there.
What are you gonna do when we're done?
Done? With what?
I don't know. I mean, he looks really sad for a second. What are we gonna do when Dick and Riley leave?
I don't know. Whatever we want.
Well, what are you gonna do? What do you want?
I'm not sure. I like what we have right now. These adventures have been fun, except for the dying stuff. That was not cool at all.
Yeah, that was a little stressful, and we weren't even the ones that died. Would you wanna stay with me?
I thought I was already gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Good. I just I didn't know what your plan was. I really don't want. I don't want Dick and Riley to leave. I know that
Yeah.
sounds selfish. Like Dick has a family. Riley has a family. We just learned that.
Yeah. I mean, it does. It's not fun because they're kind of our family, right?
Yeah, but then I said that to Dick like last week and he like scoffed in my face.
Well, he's still our family, even if he doesn't see it that way.
Yeah. You know what I would do if you were one of the people that died?
Uh, no.
I think I would have sold my soul to every being that would have listened to get you back, Coda.
Well,
I'll give him a hug.
he hugged back, of course.
Okay.
Ryder
Get some sleep.
whittling on, maybe preparing the branches for whittling. You would have seen them go up, and with your insane passive perception, you would have seen them go over a little bit and start talking, and then hug, and then come back. Probably Riley too. Perception checks. Did you already do those?
No, I was waiting.
Little Baron and his.
All right, come on, baby.
Any more yapping?
Nah, just straight action, cuh.
I want to talk to Lil Baron after he does his
Our
watch.
perception. All right,
All right, Little Baron.
13.
Big money, big money.
Big money, big money. Okay. Well, Baron, you take 2 hours of watch. It's like you need 4 hours of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So you take probably 2 or 3 hours if you're feeling frisky for watching, Little Baron.
Mhm.
Maybe by midnight, you're getting ready to go to sleep. And you don't see anything. Maybe sitting in the silence, you see a squirrel burying a little acorn, and it's pretty skinny. It's pretty skinny. It's a skinny squirrel.
Okay, how far is it?
20 feet to the tree line.
20 feet to the tree line, eh?
What's the range of my hand axe?
Oh, it's not what I'm looking at. It's not what I'm looking at.
What's
I'm
the
using my
range of
dagger.
What's the range of my psionic breath?
Can I take one of the quantities of my 1 day rations out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a little piece of little like food to the
So would you
squirrel.
go like you've got jerky and you've got hardtack. Would you throw jerky or hardtack?
Probably hardtack. I don't think squirrels eat meat like that.
Okay, Baron's not that dumb. He'll throw hardtack. Unless
No,
I eat
he
meat. Shouldn't all animals eat meat?
Who doesn't like meat?
So you break off a little piece of hardtack. Can you make an animal handling check?
Oh fuck. No, no, it's gonna be like Baldur's Gate. He's gonna kick it. 5.
LeBaron, can you make an attack roll?
Fuck. You fucker.
You
Just-
kill it.
What's just like a flat attack roll? Or like,
Make it with dexterity. Just make a dexterity check with no proficiency.
15.
You throw the hardtack, and it hits the squirrel, and you hear and it scurries off into the woods. It's acorn, half buried.
I'm gonna go and finish burying the acorn. I feel bad.
You push the acorn down and you pack it
And
down.
the hardtack. I'll put the hardtack next to the acorn.
Okay.
So he's gonna come back. He's gonna have extra. And then I guess I'll go back and wake up Isaac for second watch.
Is it just
Fuck, I did not see that.
eyes closed on in? Do you usually cross-legged or do you usually lay on your back? I forget.
Nah, he's probably like crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
He's floating like
poke it-
Stranger Things. His chest
I'll just
straight
poke
up
his
to the
forehead
air.
like that. Like,
Hard.
no, I'll just like.
Is it
I'm
you feel?
awake. You know that.
Your eyes were closed. I can't. I don't know. I can't tell when you're asleep or not.
Well, I don't ever have to
It's
sleep.
never.
Exactly.
Wait, where's the LeBaron voice?
Exactly. Go 2 octaves lower, my bad.
Yo.
Did anything interesting happen?
I scared a squirrel by accident. I wanted to give it food, but I'm too accurate.
Well, maybe it'll come back.
Like Igor.
Yeah, he'll come back one day, buddy.
I hope so. I will hope
Can you
so.
make a deception check?
No,
Izzy?
that's so fucked.
He does not believe you.
A 14.
Well, lucky for you.
My passive insight's 8, bro. No, I did not.
Lucky
I
for
believe
you, LeBaron. Isaac's words comfort you.
Baron
can't
would be
wait till
played
we-
by Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes.
LeBaron,
Hey.
what is your goal after we do what we're doing?
I don't really know. I'm kind of just. I mean, like, my true goal is a little hard to accomplish, so I feel like I'm just kind of just doing stuff.
Is
Filling
the true
time.
goal to dismantle northern Hindalucia?
Who told you? Who's speaking these? It's my secrets.
Brand, you know I know everything. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard for one person to dismantle a tyrannical government, so I mean, I'm just kind of having fun. Not a
Well,
lot
I
I
mean,
can do. I mean, it's either that or the fighting pits.
well, we saved the world, so we're kind of like one step closer, you know.
Yeah, but like, I wish I could end theirs. Like, if I could just take the river that divides North and South Andalusia and just kind of like push North Andalusia off the world, that would be optimal. That's not-
Off the
river.
dome, flat
Yeah.
world. the curved flat
We
world.
could just sink into the ocean. That would be nice. But also maybe like, I don't know, just having fun, I guess. I'm just here for my next fight.
Well,
I You know,
Have you ever thought about how there might be more people like you stuck there?
I don't really think much. I mean,
And when I do, it's not about other
yeah,
people.
exactly. Oh, I mean, now that you put it that way, I guess.
Because I agree. You know,
But
I'm
I don't
right
want
there
to go
with you,
back.
buddy. You know, war sucks.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen. But what if there's more people that want it to be over like you did?
I don't know how I didn't think about this. Yeah. I guess. Oh, then I have to go back.
Well, we don't have to do that.
Oh, really?
I mean, we could stay here.
But how do I help them from here?
Well, I thought you just meant like you just did never wanted to go back.
I mean, I don't. But I want to help people who also hate North Andalusia. But then I'd have to go back.
We will be stronger when you go back.
You're right. So maybe I can go back.
Hey, we've already killed. We have a list of bone fiends we've killed at this point, so we're getting better.
True, but we do need to kill Kavra first. I hate that fucking bitch.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
I sometimes, when I'm dreaming at night, I think about smashing his skull open like a watermelon. You know, brain juices oozing out like watermelon sugar. You know?
That's not canon. That's crazy.
That's not good.
That's not
I
canon.
want to see if I can make Sam break.
She fell funny.
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of like goal one. Murder that fuck. Goal two, murder the country of Northern Hindalusia. Didn't want to scare you there.
Well, after we dismantle the dictatorship slash fascist regime of Northern Hindalusia, would you want to stick around with me and Coda?
Oh yeah, sure. Y'all are cool.
And maybe we can, you know, I can hook you up with the Fighty Pits people.
Well, is that where Igor's gonna be?
He'll always be watching you
That's right.
with his singular, all-seeing,
Beautiful.
immortal eye.
He was my buddy. Yeah. I would like that.
Sweet. Okay. Well,
Okay,
have
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
night,
sleep
buddy.
now. Okay.
Wait, is it? Can you make a perception check for me?
Yeah.
Yup.
Y'all.
Y'all.
17.
30.
Yay.
Hey. I'm like, hey, what's up?
What's
Hello.
up, hello?
No, no. Okay, 1 second.
He in jail now.
He is? Fetty Wap?
Yeah. He's been in federal prison for years. Pushing that yayo.
Okay. Isaac, in the night.
Boy.
Actually, let me just
Open tabletop.
hold on, hold on.
What if one day Sam was like, "Open Counter Strike"?
Oh, that's such a
That'd be
good
crazy.
idea,
We have to
Jordan.
fight it out on the
Load up.
Mini
Ryder
game
would be
servers.
dead instantly.
Guys, I need y'all to go launch Detroit Become Human.
Let me know what ending you get.
It's
Okay.
this- What of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero?
Just load up Baldur's Gate real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I need y'all to download Arma 2.
Okay.
Make sure to get the Daisy mod.
Isaac, you would see one figure. Wait a minute. You would see one figure in the darkness.
Immediately
Fireball.
pushing the Baron awake.
They
Huh?
seem to be trying to cling to the shadows as much as possible, but you just managed to make them out.
How far are they away? Can I see?
Did you make a perception check?
I can.
With disadvantage because you do not have dark vision.
And you're groggy. You just woke up.
You
Ugh.
could have made the other one with disadvantage as well.
Fuck. It's
You're like, what? What?
8.
So, LeBaron, you can't see anything in the darkness. That Isaac is pointing to.
I'm gonna earring him so I can whisper, Libera, there's somebody here.
Telepathy him. Alright.
Y'all don't have a fire going, right? It's hot.
Not
Never
with-
mind.
not-
Y'all definitely would not.
Not with me
So,
there. I got
For my
dark vision.
telepathy, do I have to see the person I'm telepathying with?
Read the rules, I guess.
Yeah, it'll usually say in there.
It just says telepathy.
Wouldn't.
Let me look it up.
You might have to be.
Telepathy
familiar.
game mechanics.
Psionic
The
mind.
fuck?
For mine, I have to see. But I don't
Any
know if it's the
creature
same.
You can see. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I
can't
gotta
see
see
them.
him.
So you can't send any messages to them.
Well, I
You
guess
can
we
reply
wait.
with the earring.
You can reply to Isaac,
No, I can see Isaac.
but you can reply
thought-
if you need to.
yeah.
Well, you also have psionic mind, so.
That's what I was saying. But I was thinking if I could do it to the intruder.
I see.
So what do you do to Isaac's
I can't see
prompting, and you can't?
shit.
Hmm?
I was gonna say I can't see shit. And I'll get my hammer at the ready in case I need to pounce on a fool.
Okay, I'll pick up like a rock or something that's next to me,
Oh, imbue it with
and I'll cast light and I'll throw it.
Okay. You see, as the rock
And
hurdles
Isaac will
through the air-
scream.
Oh wait,
He'll go, ah!
can you make an athletics check? Can you?
Not a dex check?
Can you?
You want an athletics check?
It slips
Yeah,
out
I
of
want
your
you to make an
fingers.
athletics check. You're trying to throw a rock.
Do we all bolt awake?
It
A
slips out of your
10.
hand on the wind up.
How light of a sleeper are you? I don't know.
You do you scream? Is it?
Oh, yeah. It's like a really girly yelp.
You throw like. "Ah!"
Can I bolt right after the rock? Like I just see him throw and I just run that direction.
It thuds
Mirth.
unimpressingly at like the end of the camp. But you do see a bit more, and well, Baron, what was? Actually, never mind. You can see the figure a
It's-
bit more in
it's-
black robes.
20
gonna
feet
say-
of bright light and then 20 feet of dim light.
Okay.
From the rock.
You see another figure that you had not originally seen next to them.
Oh,
Both cloaked in black robes, faces covered, body also covered, and they freeze
I'm gonna just run up to where the rock was, kind of like, or like where like I'm almost silhouetted by it a little bit, but on the back. I'm just gonna scream at them. State your purpose.
Um, they had put they shy a little bit from the brightness of the light in the night, and then like kind of skirt around it a little bit, and they won't remove their uh they won't remove their disguises, their what's it called, wrappings. Um, but they will say, Isaac, can you extinguish that, please?
If you say who you are.
It's Alex.
Oh. Yeah, I'll
Wait.
turn the light off.
Didn't we meet them already?
Yeah.
So you did show up. And she'll hoist her little, she'll like settle her scabbard and pull off some of the wrappings of her face. And you see another figure who does the same. And you recognize the Andorra, Alex's associate.
It's gonna be Breckus.
They were roommates.
They were roommates.
I thought it would be like another Breckage entrance, bro. Like,
Yeah, he just no.
hey, fucker.
And then Alex says, yes, she says, "Oh, so you all did show up. Wonderful. I
Why
see
would you show up at 3 a.m.?
Just seeing who's out here."
Would have slammed my hammer into the ground. Could have killed you.
No, but you got my note, I guess. And the rest of the party starts to wake. As
Just like, "Ugh, I hate being teased." Just walk back.
So entertaining to imagine it as Michael Clark Duncan. Start doing it.
I hate being teased. Can't even do his
That
voice.
is pretty good.
So y'all are here
Yeah.
to stop them, I guess.
Yeah.
To stop who?
Oh, wait a minute. You were the ones who saved them before. You fought them off once already, huh?
You might have a bit of a frog in your throat, Dick, as you're like
Oh.
waking up. Like, or does Dick have to go to the bathroom and?
I would imagine he's been a smoker since he was 16.
Or like the typical dad, like in the morning, like.
Yeah, some of that for sure.
Anyways,
That was just me,
yeah.
bro.
Wasn't too hard.
That is what we had. The reports of your work seem pretty impressed with. Yeah, you helped a lot.
We left him pretty messed up.
Who are they?
Well, I didn't really ask too many questions the first time. I just kind of killed him.
I think you might think we have even more information than we do. All we know is plant monsters attacked Ven, and
They did.
some robed bladed heroes narrowly felled the attackers.
Alex will bow. Yandora, please bow. Yandora will curtly curtsy and kind of shimmy? No, like shuffle over towards Alex. Yes, we did. This time we couldn't get them all.
So
I think this has had a lot more time to grow.
you're saying it's the same stuff we fought up in the marsh?
Maybe. These ones seem to be stronger.
And there's no great blackwood here.
Was that related?
I don't know. I kind of assumed so. But maybe not, yeah.
It almost seemed like the opposite. Like the ancient tree, and they were wanting to get to the ancient tree. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that sounds right. Huh.
Ryder, you might notice that Alex seems, or this woman who you've never met, and hasn't taken notice of you, seems to be hiding something.
Oh. Can I try and make a perception check? Is
You
it
can
like
make-
is it like hiding something visually or hiding something
In her speech, you
in her?
just
Okay.
naturally can pick up on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Riley.
Everyone's awake now.
Do you know these people? Do you know these
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, they helped us get into the Blackwood where we met you.
Oh. Well, these are they good people?
I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
try and say quietly. Well, I'm normally pretty good at reading how like reading when people tell fibs, and it seems like this person is lying to you or hiding some instance of the truth. I don't know any. As I said, I don't know them, and I don't know why they would do this. But I figured I should let somebody know that knows them.
I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Well, I will let you all continue to rest. We'll just be in the forest.
Why would you not just stay with us?
Yeah, what?
We certainly could. We just want to try and clean this up as fast as possible.
Oh, okay, I mean,
You're gonna do that at 3 a.m.?
Yes,
Do you not need to sleep?
we do. We just have a prevailing sense of justice. No, we just
I was gonna say, did you?
hate these kinds of people.
Can I insight check that? That's
I-
so weird.
I was just.
Why can I not wait like 3 hours?
I was gonna comment on
Can I as well?
developing
Natural
that
20
sense of justice in the past
for a
couple of weeks.
25.
7.
Holy frick!
Oh wait, never mind.
Is it? You get the feeling that she wants to be. She probably wants to be elsewhere. Like she doesn't want to be with y'all right now.
Okay.
You
Did we do something to you?
No, No. Yandora and I have just we've traveled a long time together. Well, a little bit of a long time. And we don't want to get in your way.
We invited you, but okay. Whatever you want to do.
All right. I guess we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Be safe out
Bye.
there.
And they'll head back into the forest.
I'm gonna do
That was
something.
weird, right?
I'm gonna do something as they're
I wanna
walking
lean
back into
into-
the forest. I
Okay,
think.
yeah, you do your shit
Okay.
first.
Go ahead, Dick.
I'm gonna subtle spell detect thoughts on Alex.
Oh shit!
She's a dumb fucking barbarian too.
All right, with save.
Let's see. I was burning the sorcery point. Yeah, with
Sorcery
save.
point. Oh, you've
Or-
got your feet.
Or my meta magic points. Yeah, whatever they are. Oh yeah, they're sorcery points.
Mhm.
Of
So what's the
14.
save? With save.
Wiz save of 14. That's a 6?
6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on in that brain of hers?
Oh boy. Dick. This is what you hear. Gosh, so nosy. Can't they just let us finish our business? They can come in when we're ready. Almost there. Just maybe a few more hours. And how long does that last and or range out?
So, is concentration up to a minute,
Mhm.
and any creature within 30 feet of me. So, yeah, I would have only gotten those little thoughts as she was walking away, probably. She would have quickly exited the range of it.
Okay.
But I will share that with the group.
Oh. What?
I mean, they were acting so fucking weird. I figured I better.
You wanna just go grab them? Figure out their business?
It almost seems like, I don't know. I guess they were just coming to check on us to make sure we weren't planning on interfering. Is
We can go interfere.
the vibe
Yeah, why
I'm
don't we
getting?
just follow him?
I don't know.
I'll
but,
go. I can just go grab them.
well, my worry is if that's not what they were doing. What if like it's some really advanced scheme and like that's what they want us to do? They came
They
and
want us
said,
to read their
"Hey,
thoughts,
we're acting suspicious. All right, we'll be heading back now."
but I don't know if they wanted us to. They came at 3 in the morning.
I know.
Well,
I
just
can go
saying,
grab them.
Oh
like a
no,
fleeting
I
thought would have been like, I hope they follow us, you know?
yeah. No, I agree. I'm just saying.
Oh, but they said so nosy, yada yada. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they should have said something like that. I don't know.
Let's no, I think we should follow him still. I'm just saying I don't think we should grab him.
Okay.
0 for 2, LeBaron.
I want to punch something. Like, come on. All this fucking. I'm just.
There
I
might
hate the diplomacy that's
there might-
happening here.
there might be a punch at the end of this trail. Who's to say?
Let's go. Let's go.
You just
In
gotta
that case,
follow the
we're
trail.
wasting time.
Okay, pack up everyone. We're tracking.
I'm already packed up.
Did
I'm
not get
always
on
ready.
this, right?
No.
Mm.
Sam, I'm going to hallucinatory terrain us.
And I'm also passed out trace,
Let's go.
Yes.
sprinkling ashes in our path.
Alright. Everyone make a stealth check.
Yippee!
With plus
All right,
10.
guys. Oh, I have plus 10. Never mind. I'm definitely gonna pass this shit now. I have disadvantage though.
Yeah.
Because I have a big fat set of armor.
Oh.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Bruh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, you
No,
will
fucking
come
not a
no.
natural one. Sorry, not a natural one. Sorry.
Yeah. How about a fucking unnatural fucking 30, bitch? How about that?
That's
I
with
got
Yeah.
21.
Sneaky.
Oh, okay,
Sneaky.
so give me your numbers without the ad.
What do you mean without that?
11.
Without adding 10.
But with our normal modifier still.
But
Oh.
hallucinatory terrain, does it give you stealth bonus or people just can't see you?
They just can't see us unless they are attempting a intelligence investigation check.
So LeBaron had a 20. Ryder had an 11.
9.
Isaac had a 9.
But it's a 19 with the plus 10.
Riley had a
Without the plus 10, 20.
Woo.
Not natural.
Dick.
Natural 1 plus 2 for a 3.
Let's go.
Hey,
He's
this
a
is
little
group,
EP.
It's a group
Group
check, thank
stealth?
God. Yes. Okay, I didn't know if it was
Coda?
a group check.
Coda.
He's so stealthy we can't even hear him.
1.
Coda.
And that one? Oh, one.
Coda.
Okay. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh!
Owned.
Darnly darn.
Own
darn.
liberals.
Get fucked.
Owned
Lib.
sexual
On our way to own
child.
liberals.
Sam's gonna have us kill the lesbian couple during Pride Month. I just know it.
And Coda's
No,
gonna be
Sam.
into it.
No, we're
Pride Month's
no.
over
By
already,
by the time of our
actually.
next session, it'll be no longer Pride Month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he can get
Nah,
away with
bro,
it then.
Sam's like, I'm. That's why he had to end the session early. So the end of the session, like, I'm not gonna have them killing them during Pride Month. No, sir.
I think
Dude, LeBaron's itching. He's just itching.
I think every session should have a little break in the middle where Coda goes off on his own adventure.
Dude, I love a solo Coda.
It's like the
Boring.
it's like
Just
Juju
constantly
Stroll.
bored.
Yeah, like an
Boring.
interstitial.
It's like the fucking the droid episodes for fucking Clone Wars, you know, like when the with R2 and C3PO go on an fucking existential journey, like discovering like then it's just let's see what the Jedi's are up to.
I like that they put Hondo in the parks and he's like a pirate who like kills civilians and hangs people. And you can go meet him at Star Tours or whatever.
That is pretty funny, dude.
You
Now that
leveled
you
up,
said
right,
that
Sam?
LeBaron sounds like Michael Clark Duncan, if he ever
said,
dies, his last words
RP
will be,
level
"I'm
up.
tired,
Or
boss."
I'm
XP.
tired, boss.
RP
Don't put
level
me in the
up
dark.
is
Or PXP level up.
not happening.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, we need a little bit more.
Bro, y'all only leveled up
Ford it
4
again.
sessions ago.
True.
You gotta get a
Yeah.
lot more XP for level 9.
I'll go to acting school in the time that it takes for us to go from this session to the next session.
We should
Maybe
all
you
take
can finally
improv
make-
classes together.
My friend's
Maybe-
taking acting.
I feel like
Dude,
this is what this is.
Bro, my friend's taking acting classes. Just fun. She says she's taking this one. Like the teacher's like, unless you're actually serious about acting, you should not be taking this class. And she's just taking it for fun. Like she's just been. And she the other day she had a breakup not too long ago. She said she went to her class right afterwards and had like this scene where it had a bunch of emotion. And she said a bunch of people were texting her afterwards like, "You all right? That was like really good." Like you're all right. And they're like, it's, yeah, that's us though. We should be doing full. What's the? It's like the meme of the guy. It's like a me. What was it like me out RPing my friend on his first session of D&D, and it's the guy who's like, "You done this shit." The dude who's always crying.
The British guy who's yelling and screaming into the camera.
And it's like, it's like me big little broing my friend in the first RP session of D&D, and in his first time he's like, "How could you?" That's
All right.
All right.
all right.
Say
Bye recording.
Bye
Bye
recording.
recording.
Bye recording.